All right, everybody, welcome to Redline Racing Network as we go racing for 400 laps in Virginia. Virginia is for lovers. 400 here tonight. Ready to go right now. So again, the field getting ready to go green. So this is going to be very interesting here. 400 laps. Man, this is going to be a handful. This track is all over the place. So again, these guys right now qualifying their way in. This is going to be interesting. We'll get a link over to my commenter and we'll be ready to go. All right, let's get this link over to our comment angel to where she can get in there and manage comments. And I'm going to set up a thing here, so just give me a second and we'll be right back, everybody. So this should be fun. All right. And let me mute out here. And then we're good. All right, here right now, Richmond is for lovers, and these guys right now loving Richmond Raceway. This place is going to be an absolute barn burner here tonight. Multiple grooves. One of the better racetracks for the next gen car, in my opinion. We got Mr. Jeffy Jeff back with us again. He's going to finish up his supper real quick before we turn them loose for 400 laps here from Richmond as we close in on the playoffs and what that looks like here tonight with Daytona next week. We go to Florida to finish off the run to the playoffs. And that is a big deal here for these guys. Jeff, we go to Richmond tonight. Richmond going to be an absolute barn burner.
It should be. Been a lot of good racing this week. A lot of green flag runs. I expect much of the same tonight.
I do as well. I think we're going to have long green flag runs. Tires going to be a fact. Excuse me, be a factor if I can, get the word out here tonight. Tires definitely going to be a factor. Folks, what we're going to do now is do a quick commercial break. When we come back from commercial, they should be gridding up and we'll be ready to go.
Mettler said turn up the volume. He beat you in here and said something about it. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We're back here. Jeff and Matt sitting here waiting here. Warm up underway right now. This, to me, Jeff, this is going to be an absolute crazy night. We talked about some of the favorites coming into this. Who's some guys that you think may be the dark horses of the night?
The dark horse of the night, I'm going to have to go with somebody like a real dark horse. Tony Myring always runs up front, always fast. You never know. Tony could sneak in there and have a good run tonight and take a shot at it. Your usuals are going to be Dylan Banks, who I've raced with all week. He's going to be super fast. Matt Cox, Sean Rockin' Rogers, they're always factors, and I expect much of the same. Sean Anderson is a question mark for me because I really haven't raced with him this week. He's always fast, so he presumably will be a factor, but I can't point straight to him and say, hey, he's going to smoke him this week. So, but I do expect him to be fast and could be but I always see Tony. He always seems to run good at these places.
All right, so what are you saying? 4 hours of driving tonight, somewhere in there?
I hope not.
Well, yeah, we can hope. But realistically, probably 3.5 hours, closer to 4 by the time you're done.
Maybe not. Literally all week we've had long green flag runs, and especially early we may jump out and get a quick caution and then just fall off into a long green flag lull. I would be very surprised if we see a caution-filled race. We probably will see caution-filled moments and restarts, but it'll sort itself out pretty quick.
All righty, man. Well, that being said, we got 2 minutes to go in the warm-up here tonight before we get them back green flag. Good to be back in the booth with you again, Jeff. It's been a bit.
Yeah, good to be. Yeah. It's been a few weeks, vacation, and then we've had some logistical issues, but got them sorted out for tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, the Glen was not broadcasted last week, but we're back with Richmond. I about know we'll do Daytona because it's Daytona, so, you know.
Yep, I actually run Watkins Gun last week. I don't even remember where I finished, but I was fast.
You were fast, but you don't remember where you finished.
Not a clue. No.
What?
Basically, I'm running for fun here, so if I don't win, nothing else matters.
It don't matter, does it?
That was very competitive, but...
There you go. Well, at least you were competitive. That's positive. All right. Well, we are a minute 32. We are 100 and a minute 32, a minute 25 away. So it's about that time to turn them loose. How many sets of tires they got tonight, Jeff? 4, 5, I want to say. Something like that. Tires may be a factor, possibly. Not sponsored by Factor at all.
What's that?
Tires may be a factor tonight, man. It's going to be really
tires. There's no maybe. They will be a factor, and they could be a very big factor. I've seen a lot of instances where we've seen short runs. Somebody saves a set of tires, and let's say restarts in 10th, and the ones in front of them have 40 laps on the tires. You absolutely will shred through this field like a hot knife through butter. Absolutely shred through them.
Well, and there you go. And if you shred the tires, there's nothing left on the car, and you're just kind of along for the ride. Here,
don't underestimate the ability of new tires at this one. We've seen tires not matter, but tires really will matter here.
All right. Well, we're out of time in warm up. That means there's only one thing left to do, Jeff.
Yeah. I think we start this race.
I think we start this race and get on it. Get on it like Donkey Kong here tonight and get going. Everybody grab your popcorn, sit down, get ready to go, because we are ready in Virginia here tonight. Thank you for coming out. The Redline Racing Network. We are ready to go. We're going to get these bad boys gridded up. We're going to get these ground pounders ready to go, and we will see you in 5 seconds with a grid. There we go. So there we go. We have a grid, folks.
Let's hit the loud pedal here shortly.
Well, yeah, we're hitting that loud pedal, man. Old Stan over there is getting in the pace car. He's getting ready to go. We had to pull him away from the fast food trailer. He was
Stan.
Yeah, Stan's the new pace car driver.
No,
Yep, that's his name, Stan.
Stan the man.
Yes. So Stan will get him gridded up here. I'm going to relaunch the overlay one more time to make sure everything's good to go, and then we will fire this off. Here goes your starting lineup here tonight. It is Dylan Banks on the pole here tonight in that beautiful 70 machine. Alongside of him, Diego Rodriguez. Row number 2 tonight, Chris Davis. Robert Bisson Jr. going to roll 4th tonight, Jeff. Sean Rockin' Rogers going to roll 5th. Paul Gilmore going to roll 6th here tonight. Then rolling 7th, William Knopf, Jose Medina right there. Tane Hudson and Mr. Chris Custard, top 10. Ryan Samuelson, Levi Poland right there to his outside. Chris Cloud and Paul in 14th. Brian Newmaker in 15th. Brian Tarnowski in 16th. Brendan Meering right there in 17th. Greg Holes in 18th here tonight. Rolling off P19. Well, come on, overlay. Thank you, sir. Getting ready to roll off here in P19 as soon as this switches over. Why is it not grid doing it? Oh, well. I know we got Cox in 21st. We'll back up to these guys here in a moment. But, man, we have a huge field here tonight.
Yeah, and I figured it would be a big turnout for this race. And with all these cars, it can really, regardless of whether you're the fastest, and I expect Dylan probably is the fastest overall. I've seen him be vulnerable this week, but he is still super fast. Nonetheless, with this many cars, it can always throw kinks into the things, like short runs, things like that of that nature. Just like I said, if you were to get new tires late in the run, it could put him in a predicament where he's got the lead, or whoever has the lead, and they just see somebody come screaming from 10th place with new tires. It can happen, and there's a good chance it will happen. I've seen it all week.
Yes, sir. Well, it could and will, like you said, there is no could to this, right? It's going to happen.
It is. You're going to see tires be a factor at some point tonight.
All right, so. Green flag is out, hammered down. We're going to get a camera on them for you momentarily as they roll into turn 1 here. How hard is it early on here tonight? See the guys off the
It's easy right now. It's easy right now. Like, these cars drive great here at Richmond. They've got tons of downforce. I know, especially the Ryko cars this week. It feels great in the first 10 to 20 laps. So right now, Dylan's at that thing on cruise control, one hand on the wheel, but it does change rapidly as 30 to 40 laps progress down the tires. It really starts to fall off center.
So what, as Dylan's got the lead here, what do you think about the strategy the couple guys had starting on pit road there?
I don't really know why they did. I would not. Track position's so important. There's too many cars. We got to wreck the 09s around.
Oh, well. Let's get a camera on it, shall we? The 09.
William Kemp.
Yes, sir. Let's take a look. So trouble early.
It looks like he spun.
Yep.
I don't see any damage significant to any cars. I think this is going to be mostly just a spin, no major damage. Everybody looks like they're going to come away. He's apologizing to everybody.
He just lit the rear tires up, let's be honest. That's what that was.
He did. This is the one track where it's easier to spin out going straight than it is in the turn. Crazy, but it's true.
He just did a spin-a-roni. That's it. That's all. He's all good.
See, it's easier to spin out in the straightaways here than it is to turn. It's so bizarre, but that's Richmond, and that is same with Iowa, much the same way. Well, let me take that back. Just on the front stretch at Iowa, where it had that big bump.
So again, with 396 to go, we got what? 3 laps in the board before somebody spun it around there, just something like that.
We did, but I still expect a long run. Probably here, now that everybody's at the caution out of the way, everybody will be like, okay, let's just keep rolling now. You'll do expect them. It'll keep rolling.
Sean gonna roll here. I don't think anybody's gonna go a lap down here. Rich Jetty down pit road. So the guys that started off with pit road there, that caution actually may help them just a scotch.
I mean, I just don't agree with giving up any track position here. You want to get up front and stay up front. Take care of your stuff. You just do not want to get behind on pit strategy here.
Yeah, that was a unique call.
What's that? The
the
start for
on
the pits.
pit road. Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
understand it on
befuddled.
road courses, but or if guys are just not extremely comfortable on short tracks, maybe that's why they did it. It's just too big of a. If you want to be competitive, you've got to start this thing.
I feel like it'd be different
going.
if it's like a 15 car field, right? But
I suppose, but now you got a bunch of good guys in here, and I feel like it's gonna be all right. You gotta get the tires warmed up too.
all right, pace car laps are off. Remember, next week, Daytona Super Speedway. That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that from a racing standpoint because I don't like the way these cars handle in the pack, and I hate driving a car in it, so I don't exactly look forward to it. I'll probably run the SOF tomorrow night, and that's the last time you'll see me at Daytona for the week until we get to the leagues. It's just there's nothing to be learned.
Yeah, what time does the SOF run tomorrow night?
8:30 Eastern.
Nice. There we go.
Unless this new tire and everything changes everything dramatically, it just doesn't interest me. All we're going to do is give up iRating and safety rating. That's all it's going to be.
Well, we're ready to go, and it's going to be Dylan up front for the restart. Diego alongside. We'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, and Diego looked like he had some speed there early off for the first few laps, but Dylan has run so much here this week, you're going to see those guys. I don't know how much Diego's ran, but Dylan knows how to say, you know what, just go ahead. If you're going to race, you're going to be fast, just go ahead and back to green.
Green flag back in the air. There we go. Dylan, great jump out front. Everybody else going to 2x2 it up down into one.
Yeah, Sean Rogers looks like he's going to try to take the second place from Diego here off turn 2, but Diego's hanging tough. And you can do that on the outside for a few laps, but again, you really are better off letting somebody go here if they're faster.
Diego just had to lift there. He about got in the right rear of Rockin' Rockers.
Yep, straightaway spins, man. It happens.
Well, luckily, both of them were able to comprehend what was happening, get on the brakes, and figure it out. But there we go, right back to turn 3 here. Let's go deeper in the pack.
Oh, we got a wreck. The 21's around and takes out Paul Gallimore.
Well,
spoke too soon. I was like, well, we're going to get some.
Diego made a whoopsie.
He did. That straightaway, that front, as I said, he gets to the front straightaway and loses it late exit. Turn 4 and gets Paul Gallimore. Paul's definitely got a little bit of nose damage. It doesn't look significant, but definitely worth Paul's going to probably have to pit and get that fixed because the arrow's so important here, believe it or not.
That wreck looks so eerily similar to the first one.
Yeah, it did. I think Diego's going to have to watch the throttle. And I'm worried about that because I hadn't seen people race. I hadn't seen him race all week. I ain't saying he hadn't, but
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, I just heard that. Just heard Chris Claude say that if you lose control twice on your own, that you're going to get suspended. So early on, Diego's already marked off one of those, and Kemp, what was his name, Brian Kemp, already both of those guys have halfway to that.
Right, that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing because it's way too early. You just got to take care of that throttle. You got to have the egg. You got to have the egg under the throttle. You just can't crush it.
Yes, sir. All right, lap 11 this time by, guys, and we'll see. The lights are still on the pace car. We do have a
pit road just opened.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 cars diving down. Rodriguez on pit road, Holes on pit road, Pruitt on pit road. That is the guys that selected to come down. See Greg right there. And Rodriguez, black flag. Not sure if that may be speeding on pit road.
That would be my guess. I don't know if I didn't see an EOL come through race control, so.
Well, that's just going to make a bad situation worse.
Good news, Paul Gallimore gets all his damage fixed, and he beats the pace car out and stays on the lead lap.
There we go.
Good work on pit road for Paul's pit crew.
Oh, yeah.
His virtual pit crew. They were getting it done, yeah.
So Rockin' Roger is going to line back up to the outside of Banks for this second restart of the night. And we'll see what we got here. So Jeffy Jeff, how have you been since we haven't been in the booth together in a few weeks?
I've been fantastic.
Me as well.
Nothing to complain about.
Oh, I'm just been over here getting ready for deer season, man. You know how it goes.
That's what I've heard that it is. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know, but I remember it's in the fall.
Yeah, we're getting
Me,
close.
we're getting ready. I'm getting ready for a kid, and I'm getting ready for hockey season.
Right. There we go. Doubled up. Let's do it.
Getting ready to go back green. Dylan Banks gonna bring him to the green. Gets away from Sean Rogers on that restart as he has every one of them. It's really hard to defend from the outside row.
Sean Rockin' Rogers. He too falling back to third. Here we go. Ryan Samuelson gonna put pressure. Here comes Chris Custard. Medina there as well. Jose Medina gonna work to the bottom. William Knopf back here trying to sneak through. We're back tonight. B-Saul there in 10th right now. We got battling all the way through the top 10.
Let me get a shout out to Jose Medina. Now here's a guy, and we'll take one up. What's a guy from the NFL? It says here's a guy. Here's a guy, Jose Medina. I see him all week in officials. I race in two leagues, and he's in both of them. And then this league, Jose is doing everything he can to get faster. I'll have to give him big props. I believe he's a Ryko car as well. You're gonna if Jose keeps this up, finally it's gonna start clicking for him, and you're gonna see him be competitive. It's just no way it can't with the amount of time he puts in. So keep an eye on Jose.
How much brand loyalty goes on to the setup shops, man? There's a lot of brand loyalty there.
It has to be, and you know, for the longest time, sharing setups has been a big issue, and you know, and Ryko really cracked down on that. And first, I really didn't care when I first got into iRacing. I'm like, whatever, dude. But then when you start seeing all these other shops and you don't really want it to get out, it's like, I'm paying to be fast. It's just like in real life. I'm not going to give this away to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sir, I agree.
The same with TWRS. All of those shops that are competitive, I understand where they're coming from. And like I said, at first I didn't. But this is like real life stuff to a certain extent. Like you imagine Hendrick Motorsport just giving away their setups for free. Right. It ain't gonna happen. Joe Gibbs, they gonna give it up for free. You're gonna have to pay to get those setups. It does. 23XI, for example.
Trouble back straight away. The 34 around a Paul. Trouble here back straight away here. That is Paul in trouble in the 34 machine down the back.
Yep, he loses control all in his own. Well, that was a really unfortunate wreck right there. And this is circumstantial because Paul lost control on the exit of 2 and gathers it back up. But as he was gathering it back up, the 24 car of Richard Pruitt was on pit exit and he got into him. That's a tough one right there.
Oh my God! And Richard got drilled into the inside wall.
He did, and that's gonna be a tough call for Chris Claude and the admins on whether you say he lost control on his own, because technically he gathered it back up. There was just another race car there, so I'll this is not easy. That accelerating off the corners is tough.
Yeah, it is. He just, man, that's unfortunate, bro.
This is the first week with the setup shop I remember on a short track that, and again, I run the Ryko set. You can absolutely just mash the throttle on corner exit and it sticks. I mean, you can't push it beyond its limits. I mean, you can definitely sling it in there and push it beyond its limits. I don't know how the other setup shops compare, but I was so impressed by the setup this week and the amount of drive off you have. But it's easy to abuse it.
And if you abuse it, you lose it.
You do. Matt Cox on pit road. I'm not sure what he come down for. Maybe some damage repair?
Yes, I believe so. With 23 on the board. That is Dylan Banks. Continuing to lead. Hodson now in second in the running order. Samuelson right there in third. Folks, if you're just joining us, we are about 23 laps in. We'll get a restart here around lap 25 here tonight in this first
I'm not so
portion.
sure Matt didn't just pit for fuel.
I think he did. Pretty sure.
There wasn't really no time to fix damage, so
Grab some extra fuel, I guess.
I don't know. I don't really know why he would.
And it's one of those deals, right?
I don't understand. Had
Question
to
mark.
be damage.
By the way, the track temp right now is about 83 degrees.
I'm listening to the race chatter, and these guys are talking about Jose Medina's sponsor. Yeah, he's got a brewery, the 805 Brewery, on his board.
Let's see if we can get a camera on that.
I'm a sucker for a good brewery.
There we go. Yeah, 805 Brewery. There you go.
Firestone Walker, yeah.
Free.
I'm a sucker for a brewery.
Free.
Shout out to the 805 Firestone Brewery.
There we go. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway in Richmond.
If anybody from that brewery is listening, I love free beer. I'll be glad to sample it and talk about it on the broadcast.
Yeah. I'll send you my address right over, man. And free beer.
I love weird beers.
We get Mettler to bring one of the assets from his job, and then we get free beer and we're good.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment. I think I just got in trouble too. Anyway, William Knopf back here in 8th.
Did something get thrown at your head?
And it didn't get thrown at my head. It got thrown at my head virtually.
Okay.
Dylan, you're out front. She'd really throw something at my head if she knew what he worked at, though. That would be the big problem. Anyway, Dylan continuing to lead. Help me, Jeff. Help me get out of this.
No, you're on your own.
Steer this in the right direction. Davis and Knopf, 7th and 8th. Levi Poland right there in 10th. Ryan and Meering back there. Claude and Newmaker.
I'll say something. Tane Hodgson, which doesn't race every week, he's always fast on the road courses. He looks pretty sporty here tonight.
Yes, he is. He's looking really sporty right now.
He's gonna burn his tires up on the outside and be slow, but he's fast.
Yes,
Out there battling for the lead, you're just gonna chew them things up, and then you're gonna drop like a rock.
29 on the board.
That's why I can never figure out why guys will battle you on the outside, and I'm like, we're 20 laps in, and you're gonna battle me like it's the end of the world and burn your tires up. I just let them do it.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I just let them do it. Because I can tell you right now, Dylan Banks is easing into that thing. He's just taking his time, saving his tires. And it's tempting not to. That's the hard part. It is so tempting to go hard here, especially when you got 4 new Mr. Feelgoods.
Yes, sir. And right now, Dylan and Hodgson and then Ryan, your top 3.
Yeah. With Sean Rogers there looking in 4th. And Rogers, he's just kind of riding the bottom. He's hanging and saving. He's not going to. I know Rogers, he ain't going to do nothing crazy. How about Dylan Banks' paint job? I'm a big fan. I think that's a wrap from well, not the entire wrap maybe, but I think that's a template from SimWrap Marketplace. I love that.
I've actually got
I've
got like 1 or 2 templates, all of them.
They are. They've I mean they're not cheap, but they're very affordable to give you a great base. SimWrap Marketplace does a really good job of sourcing vendors and stuff, and they put out some amazing stuff. I said, I think it's like $10 to $15 per wrap, but if you think about that, there's a lot of work that goes into that. It's worth it.
Well, yeah, because you've got a base, and if you're running a special sponsor or something for a race, you just
Yeah, because somebody has to take that. They have to build it, and I'm okay with Photoshop, but I can't do that stuff. But this is like a gradient that Dylan has on his, and it's really cool.
Jose right there. William coming off E right there in eighth, taking a look at the battle just in front of him. Medina, I'm trying to get some of the guys back here to pack some screen time here. There's Paul. There's Brandon. There as well Brian, Jeff, and Matt L. Cox back here in 20th. What about Sean Anderson here? Running in the 15th spot right now for Anderson.
Right now, I'm curious how Sean Anderson will be. He's kind of mired back there in traffic, but I don't know if he's made any progress or not. Can't really see where he started.
Hang on, I'll tell you. Give me just a second. I got
started 20th,
yep.
And he's up to 15th. So
he's up a little ways here. Paul right there behind him. Again, Paul had that front end damage from that incident earlier.
Uh-oh, got one around on the back stretch.
Oh.
He saved it, the 81.
Right now, we're still green. He's in the 3. Everybody will work their way by.
Ryan Samuelson.
Take a look. Oh, he got the inside wall, too. He got sideways off of 2.
He did.
Gets the inside wall and straightens it up.
And they're right there in front of Paul Gallimore. He's like, I'm seeing this again. It's getting ready to happen again. Poor Paul just out there trying to ride.
39 this time by.
There's a conservative guy on tires in his cars, Paul. Extremely conservative when it comes to long run stuff. And here's the crazy thing about it. Paul's one of the best qualifiers around. Like, he really is as much as he takes care of his equipment for those 2 laps on qualifying. Yeah, Paul is hell on wheels.
40 on the board this time by. What do you say we do a quick crank it up here, man?
Crank it on up.
All
As
right.
we look back, Sean Rockin' Rogers has moved into second place around Tane Hodison.
All right, man. Dude, we're on board one right now. That's with B-Saw. In trouble, front of the pack, right in front of B-Saw. Oh, boy, everybody scramble. Scramble. 2 around. We're on board with B-Saw as he works his way through.
Oh, man, let me sit back and look at this one. What happened?
I'm not sure. I was focused there off the camera of B-Saw, and I just seen smoke right there. Oh, Jose gets by it, but they're wrecking right there. Lap traffic in front of Jose.
Tough break.
Oh,
man.
the 66.
I believe it's Tane Hodison.
Oh, my gosh. Chris Custer involved.
Chris Custer.
Bounces
Looks
off
like
the...
Chris Custer's under Tane No. Tane gets a little loose, gets to the wall, and comes down and clips the 66, and Tony Myring just barely misses it all.
Let's go on board with Tony. Oh, my gosh.
Tony Myring just absolutely almost bought the big one there. Man, that would have ended Tony's race.
He would have bought the farm on that one, man.
Yeah.
On board with Tony Myring right here. Off of turn 4, you're going to see smoke, and watch this. Brakes. Whoa. God. You couldn't put a piece of paper between those 2 cars.
No,
Holy
we're going to
macaronis.
Looks like early on, Tony is top contender for the Fresh Fruit of Looms of the Race Award.
I think I need a fresh pair of Fruit of the Looms after that one. Jesus. Wow. All right, folks, we're going to go quick commercial break. Me and Jeff will be right back with you here for the restart momentarily. Don't go anywhere. All right, grabbing a drink. All right, everybody, we are back. Sean rocking the man Rogers out front. They'll be double file. Jeff, we're ready to go.
Here we go, back to the green here in just a second. I am surprised we ain't got a long green flag run. It's eventually going to happen.
Yeah.
Because this race is going to be midnight getting done.
Hey, it's kind of what I expected. Here we go, coming to green. It's Richmond. It's short track racing. It's what we love. We're back to green in Richmond.
I noticed Jose Medina got some damage from that because he was asking somebody else if he had any damage, and he definitely does have some damage to that splitter, and that's definitely going to be a problem here. This car is just so aero dependent, so the downforce you just can't manage without the downforce. And I hate it. You shouldn't have to on a short track.
Yeah, I don't like the downforce package for these short tracks.
Yeah, I don't either. And what's going to happen is you go into the run, Jose's just not going to, that front end is just not going to cooperate it.
Right? It's just one of those things. You get behind another car, that front end gets white.
Yeah, it's just going to start shoving the nose without downforce on that splitter. But it's not major damage. Jose will be able to get that finished. He's probably trying to make it to the end of the stage. Which now I need to go look and see what your stage break is.
Yes, sir. Well, and again, just getting to that stage break, right?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be lap 70. It's an early stage. Lap 70. That's weird. Lap 70, lap 230, and lap 400. That's some weird stages, but
yeah,
we're talking about NASCAR here, so.
You said 70? What?
Yeah, lap 70, then lap 230. It's a long third stage.
That is weird.
It's NASCAR. Don't worry, Kyle Petty will defend them.
Yep. Yes, he will. That made me laugh. Taking a look here, mid-pack, Ryan Samuelson.
I say, what does Kyle Petty got to do with it anyways?
Exactly. Look at them 2x2 right here. That's Newmaker and Hananowski there side by side.
I'm looking at the lead because Sean Rogers is got a couple tenths on Dylan Banks right now.
Rogers starting to grow back towards him right now.
Rogers doesn't fire off good because he's not the control car. The control car has a huge disadvantage. Huge advantage over the second place. And look, let's not miss Chris Davis, who started up front and has stayed up front. Really good qualifying run by Chris, and he's been able to hold that track position, the all-important track position, and stay out of trouble so far, and Chris is there.
Yes, sir.
It only takes a second for everything to change. In fact, Chris is a little bit faster than Dylan Banks right now.
And, man, he is a lot faster than Dylan Banks right now.
Don't forget, Dylan's taking care of his stuff. He's got the lead. He's got the downforce. He's got the clean air. Dylan's still in the catbird seat, and Sean Rogers is in his wake right now. And as soon as Sean gets there, he's like, man, this thing won't turn.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You get in that wake, you start not turning, and car takes off.
That right there, Sean took off towards the wall on the exit of 4.
Had to jump out of the throttle real hard, let
And
the car roll back down.
And then 2 quick laps, top of the leaderboards for Dylan Banks. So Dylan may be listening to me and saying, hey, they're saying they're faster to catching me. I got to go.
Which they are, but you also got to kind of take care of the car, right?
You got to. Which we're 13 laps from the stage break. So I feel like right now, everybody's in a pit. And once we get to the stage.
One
be a good
car.
time for Jose Medina to fix that damage.
We got one car way low on the back straightaway. Looks like they gathered up, contact in turn 4. That's Mirror and Tananowski. They're making contact. Still side
Unfortunate little chain of events there, but we're still green. Everybody's rolling.
Hey, at least they didn't knock each other into the fence.
Yeah, I don't know. Got a lot of racing left. It could happen.
Well, that definitely could happen.
And now Dylan Banks is starting to stretch out a little bit here on Rogers, but
what about Banks just absolutely checking little by little here, like you said, 7
he's still not killing it. He's just taking his time. I mean, regardless, you got to take care of the car, but he's looking at the stage points right now.
With 60 on the board of 400, you're still early enough that you really have to manage your equipment.
And look at the speed chart. Chris Davis and Sean Rogers are still 2 and 3 on speed, but Dylan just picked it up a little bit there.
Yes, sir. 61 this time by. Last time by, Dylan ran a 22.0. 22.1 for Sean, 22.1 for Chris Davis, William 22.3, all in the top 5 right now.
And when you get close to a car like that, even though you may be faster at that point, once you get in that wake and it makes the car tight, it can affect the balance long term. It can change your tire temps. You know, once you get that right front hot or right rear hot, whichever the case may be, you've got to chase it back down. I notice you'll see a lot of guys, and I've seen them this week, run the outside because they'll try to get the clean air in the corners, and it helps the long-term balance. And unless you're racing a car and hanging on the outside, that's different.
Right now, and again, they'll get back in line. There's William. There's Brian as well. There's Turnowski. Matt L. Cox there. 3 wide. Woohoo! That about went bad. That was about big time bad.
Yes, it was. Oh, yeah. Jose was on the outside.
Yeah, that got.
And Jose's got damage. He's going to have to get that fixed because he's dropping like a rock right now. It's just, it wasn't bad, but I think he restarted in the top 5, and now he's back to 14th. He's doing everything he can to make it to that stage break and get that little bit of damage fixed.
He's dropping like a rock off the side of the Titanic, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Titanic ain't got nothing on him right now. Taking a look, there is William, there's Brian, there is Mr. Ryan, William Knopf, 2x2.
And Jose's damages doesn't look significant, but it is when the front of the splitter's just shoved up, and that's killing the nose grip. Where the damage is what really makes it significant. We got a slow car out, the 66.
Oh, yellow. Trying to figure out where the caution is for.
The 66 on.
Yep, Custer.
I'm not sure what happened here to the 66.
He just gets free. Oh, no, he just looked like a wheel disconnected.
It did. It looks like something. It looked something technology related.
Yeah, like a wheel disconnected?
Equipment failure. Yeah.
Well, and that should bring us into the stage, shouldn't it?
Yes, that wraps up stage 1. Dylan Banks, your winner of stage 1.
So there you go.
And everybody's on pit road. Everybody's on pit road. They can't wait to see those tires come over the wall.
Well, what did you think of stage 1 here tonight?
I expected to see a little bit more green flag runs, but we did see some action.
That we did. That we did, sir. So they'll go down pit road. So, Greg looks like he stayed out to lead a lap here. Not sure what Greg's trying to do here. Wait a
I
minute,
don't
stage
know
was
either.
75, right?
70. Chris called the stage at 67's caution because it would run over.
That's what I was wondering because I didn't know if him staying out here would technically be him winning the stage.
No. Jose's not going to get that damaged fixed. He got it tires, but I don't know if anybody's told him he needs to get that fixed. Jose, if you're listening, get it fixed, man.
Here we go. So, Jose still got quite a bit of damage there.
Yeah, he does.
Well, what do you say, me and
I
you
don't know.
take our normally scheduled stage break here?
Take the stage break and we'll come back and
Figure it out.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Coming at you once again. Coming to green to start stage 2. Greg going to be out front. 26 lap old tires. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
I can tell you how it's going to go.
Not good.
Yeah, not good.
Into 1. Here we go. He's going to 3 wide already. Oh, boy. Oh, God.
I'm flabbergasted, but
Oh,
Rashawn
Jesus.
Rogers is going to try to take the lead here, but he's strong on the outside.
Yep, Rogers now alongside the battle for the race lead is a car dropping like a stone there. Rockin' Rogers trying to take advantage of Dylan Banks here and having to get around that slower race car. They're going to send it off into 1 and 2 like they're trying to storm the castle here tonight down the back straightaway. It's going to be Banks clear.
Banks clear for the lead, and Rogers just going to settle in right there. I don't know what the deal was there, but I'm not the crew chief, so.
Yeah, Greg's continuing to fall like a stone. He's already back to 8th. He is a roadblock for these guys behind him. They're going to have to negotiate that car, and I am utterly surprised this hasn't caused an accident.
Fire that crew chief.
Yeah, suspend him for 5 races or whatever you've got to do, because that strategy is not the way to go.
Fired, get out.
That was bad. But clear.
Anyways, everybody gets single file. We got some racing about mid-pack. I see Matthew Cox 3 wide down in the corner there and coming through.
There we go. And again, Ryan, Matt behind him, Mary, Greg, Brian, Levi, Chris Cloud back here. Look at Chris Cloud in the pack. I'm pretty happy at the way this has went so far, man. We had a couple of yellows in stage 1.
We have. I'm curious how Matthew Cox is coming through the field. I never did figure out why he made that unscheduled stop, but he did, and he seems to be making up ground.
Dylan, the Banks man out front. 77 on the board. Banks continuing to lead Rogers. Rockin' Rogers trying to get there. Let's hop on board with Rockin' Rogers.
And that blue BMP machine.
Yes, sir. 79 that time. Oh, boy. Nice job. 79 to 400 here, 80 this time by Rogers. Trying to get to him. 80 complete this time of 409. 80 laps complete, boys and girls. Sean Rockin' Rogers all over Dylan Banks. Man, that car is cutting to the bottom pretty good there, to be honest.
It does, especially when you got clean air like he does. But even then, he's got a fast hot rod this week.
Yes, sir. Banks continuing to hold on out front. Dylan Banks doing everything possible. Dylan Banks out front. Sean Rockin' Rogers in second.
I can tell you, looking at the speed charts, Matt Cox and running in ninth is really showing some impressive speed right now. So, you know, how well he keeps that speed as he, you know, makes his way through the field will be the telltale thing, because he's having to deal with traffic and dirty air.
Yeah,
But this is a long stage, so you're going to see some strategy played out more than likely in this stage. If we're going to get a caution or something, especially if you get a late stage, you could see some stage flipping. You know, we got a bunch of sets of tires left.
Yes, sir. All right, Jeff, I'm going to leave the camera on auto for a second. I got to step out of the booth really quickly, brother. I'll be right back as quick as possible.
10-4.
All right, there you go. It's all yours for just a second. You got me, Jeffy Jeff?
Yeah, I got you.
All righty, man. Good to be back. Sorry about that. Dylan Banks continuing to lead right now.
He is. Him and Cody are talking back and forth about hating short tracks.
Yeah.
Or how short tracks are raced.
Short tracks are definitely interesting. 98 on the board. Over here, Jeff. Yeah. Hang on, Jeffy Jeff. I got you, bud.
I'm here.
I really need wireless headset really badly. All right, sorry about that, Jeffy. You came unplugged on me.
I did. Oh well. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
I unplugged the Jeff battery. All right. Rogers continuing to roll. What, 0.5 of a second back right now?
He is, and Rogers is kind of. He made a slight charge there, and he just didn't. He didn't push anything. He just kind of was taking care of the equipment.
Yeah, man, and nothing really changed out front while I was going.
No.
All right, 100 on the board, single file. We're starting to get that long run you talked about, bud.
Yeah.
No, crap.
We got a caution.
I open my mouth and we get a yellow. And that is the 9 machine of Jeff Carson. Let's take a look at what happened. Whoop, all for 2. Wiggledy, wiggledy, wiggledy. Man, he looked like he was twerking that race car all the way down the back straightaway.
He was.
And then gets clobbered. Daggum. That was late. Sideways. Jeez.
Yeah, Jeff Carson just loses it, and I don't know if. Oh! He's trying to. Wait. Oh, he gathers it up, and then. Oh, he's done.
Yep, he is definitely done.
Done. Things happen fast here. I expect everybody to hit pit road here. I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Everybody's coming to pit road.
Yep. All right, I was a little bit behind. They're looking at the replay. Yep.
Oh, you're fine. Here we go. Everybody down pit road. Let's do it. 4 fresh tires and fuel.
I assume everybody's going to be taking 4 here. I'd be shocked otherwise. But, you know, I hadn't seen it done this week. I mean, guys may have tried 2 tires and be run okay with it. So,
well,
just because I hadn't personally seen it don't mean it didn't happen.
I haven't seen it yet, but I could see the argument.
Late race, 10 to go.
Yeah, go for
Everybody's pit. Just give me 4. No, I mean, I guess you got to try to do.
Well, I've always, if I'm going to do a two deal, right, I would try it mid-race, like, you know, to see what it's going to do.
Well, you got a long race here, so you got time to try it out.
You don't want to not try it at all, though, and then do it late, because you don't know what the car is going to do.
Yeah, and the race is over for Jeff Carson, disconnected.
Hey, question for you, because it might be different for you, but at least for me and my taste in race cars, every time I go 2 tires like that, it tends to make the car really, really free.
Nah, not in this car, but this ain't a race car. This is a this is an overly fancy model car.
GT.
I don't even know what you call this pile of junk.
I mean, if you guys can't tell, me and Jeff really don't like this race car.
I don't know anybody that likes it other than Kyle Petty.
Maybe because he could actually handle the car if he was still driving. Zing!
I doubt it. Zing. Yeah, no.
I literally know one man that liked Kyle Petty as their favorite driver. And
Who did?
My ex-father-in-law liked him.
Oh, I didn't dislike him per se, but
I mean,
when he makes comments,
green in the
he
air,
makes himself sound irrelevant.
Okay.
Yep, green back in the air here.
It's one thing to like him, but as your favorite driver,
Yeah.
Banks, Beesall, right there.
Robert Beesall gonna stand out here on
Nice job by
I
Beesall.
don't know how many lap tires. Too many.
106 this time by 3 wide behind him.
Just staying on the bottom, rolling the bottom, just smooth as it can be. Roger seems to make a run at Dylan Banks early. Once he gets to him, he can't get around him. The air is just too dirty.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? You just can't, really do much with that dirty air.
I think the 86 car's got a penalty.
Let's see what it would be for. That's Greg, and he's on pit road serving it right now. What do you think about this? How bad does penalties hurt him here?
It's devastating because it's some stupid number like 40 seconds hold. It's absurd. So I mean, it's race ending.
Yeah, he's down pit road.
So look
That's
at
not
Paul
good.
Gallimore and William Kemp, third and fourth here, kind of come out of nowhere. Paul's just kind of been hanging around. He's going to start putting the pressure on Sean Rogers.
Crazy how this is working right now, man. This is crazy.
It is. Paul's like, all right, Sean, I'm ready to go. He said, you need to move that thing out of my way. Let me have a shot at Dylan Banks.
Yeah, he's got to get a shot here. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to believe, but we're almost coming up, what, 112, 113 this time by?
Yeah, Sean Rogers looking for clean air here on Dylan Banks. Just a little bit of... Oh, we got a caution.
Yellow is out, and it's over here in the grass with Levi.
Levi Poland. Turn 4 on the throttle too much, spins it out. There is one mark for you, Levi. You lose it. Suspended.
I don't know how I feel about this suspension rule.
I think they just say if you lose control of the car twice on your own, you're suspended for a week. I don't know. I mean, Chris Claude reminded everybody of that. You gotta take care of that race car.
I mean, I guess it serves a purpose, right?
It does.
I mean, hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I don't mind the rules in this league.
Them's the brakes.
Oh, Sean was okay. Paul Gallimore tried to fake his way down pit road. Do we have any pit road takers?
I don't. We got Rodriguez down. So again, 114.
Don't underestimate the ability for somebody to take tires here and make their way through the field. But we don't have a lot of cars a lap down. I mean, we got 21 cars, 20 cars on the lead lap. So,
Yes, sir. Jose. There we go. So down pit road he goes. 115 on the board this time by. And no exit pit road. There's William. There is Dylan out front as well. So again, we're getting closer and closer rather to that magical stage 2.
and one guy I've been telling you to keep an eye on, I thought, was Matt Cox has made his way up to 6th place.
That's interesting for Matt. Up to P6 there in the 32. Great run for Cox. To your point here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
21st was the start for Matt.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that weird pit stop. I don't know if it had to be some minor damage or something, because it wouldn't have been no reason to just fuel only.
I agree. It had to be minor damage.
But lights are out on the pace car.
We'll get ready to go at it. Well, here we go, boys and girls. 117 this time by. You ready to rock here, buddy?
Yes, I am.
But for those about to... Sorry. Green flag in the air. Let's go. I know I'm not a singer. I'm going to refrain.
Coach Dylan Banks just caught Sean Rockin' Rogers sleeping right there, and Paul Gallimore is going to look for second place.
There we go. William Knopf right there as well. Matt Elcox, one in the wall behind him. Nice and easy does it. Chris Cloud, Sean Anderson there.
Paul Gallimore's going to clear him. P2. Paul Gallimore up second.
P2, nice work here, man. 118 this time by. Nice
now
work.
Paul sets his focus on the 70 car, Dylan Banks. He's like, Dylan, I think I got something tonight.
Man, I got your Huckleberry right here.
That's right.
119 this time by off of turn 4. Nice job. Brian back here. Hanowski back to 16th. Started 16th here tonight. I'm just going to leave that driver thing up for you guys at home where you can see where everybody started. It's easier for you to see who we're watching. Brandon Meir right there as well. Up to 13th here right now. Brandon's had an up and down night, buddy. Lowest 27th, highest of 8th right now.
Yeah, for sure there.
That's a
I'm
big...
just watching the battle for the lead heating up here. All four of these guys here. William Kemp right in it too.
Yeah, Williams in
Chris
it.
Davis is sitting back in 5th. He's just kind of hanging out.
He's eating his popcorn, waiting on him to make a mistake. 120.
It looks like Paul got really tight there off of turn 2.
Nice. Whoa, Paul, Sean, Rockin' Rogers, William, Chris Davis there as well. But it's Dylan Banks out front, continuing to lead the way right now. 123 on the board this time by.
Paul's looking for the lead here on Dylan Banks.
Yes, he is. He's going for it, man. Look at that. Wow. Nice run there. Dylan Banks trying to hold him off. Paul trying to be Captain Paul Gallimore and get to the front.
Paul gets loose off of 2, but he says that Paul's good. He's got a little loose. William Kemp's going to get by him. Paul's just going to fall to the 4th right here, but he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's going to drop back about a half a car, 3 or 4 cars.
And he's going to let that right rear cool off a little bit.
Yeah, he is going to drop back. Nice job, though, dropping back and hanging on.
Hey, just gotta let that thing cool off. But he's not. He's going to keep right there with William Kemp. Try to muscle away 3rd from him. And he clears him for P3. Now, William Kemp does the crossover on Paul.
Yeah, nice little crossover, dude.
And Sean Rogers is looking to the outside of Dylan Banks here. He took a look to the outside, and that's different from Rogers. Rogers has been sticking to the bottom, and now here goes Rogers to the bottom. He tries to break Dylan Banks into 3.
He tried it. It didn't work, though.
He tried it. I think Rogers might have a chance on the outside if he can get it to roll.
He just can't get out there.
Got a lap car that's going to interfere with him right here, but.
Oh, that's going to. Oh, that was tight getting back in the line past the lap car. That could have been a lot worse.
They're not making it easy on him. I like what Rogers is doing here. He's taking a high entry coming down, it's like he gets a little bit of air on the nose at entry to help the car turn down.
Well, can you take that left front of that, or the driver's side of that car, and kind of dip it below him and try to get air to the left front quarter? Try to pin that car down.
You can, and it works some, but the problem is the lane is so short here. It's just going to close. It's not significant. You're pretty much committed to running the high line if you're going to try to get some clean air on the nose.
Yeah,
and here he goes. Rogers has got a nose on him, man, but he's not able to. Dylan's just rolling the bottom a little too good right there on the entry to 1. Rogers gets a look at it, and then he looks at the bottom of 3 and 4.
Yes, sir. 130.
He might not be passing him, but he sure as hell worrying the hell out of him.
Dylan Banks. Look at Dylan Banks trying to just maintain the race lead right now. Trying to use that air block we talk about so much.
And I would be curious to, if one of these guys does get the lead from Dylan Banks, how their car performs in clean air. Much, is it going to act like Dylan's has been, where it's been very tough when he got clean air and gets away from everybody? We won't know until somebody passes him.
Hodson, Davis, Ryan.
Good racing here at the front.
Man, this is really good racing at the front. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Rogers just got to be careful not to overheat those tires.
Yeah, he's got to just not burn these tires up right.
Dylan Banks loses a little bit off the exit there, and he's going to give Rogers a look at the bottom where he got loose there.
Yeah, big time look at the bottom.
Oh, and he just too strong on the top. If you can get solid beside somebody really solid on the outside, you can really make that high line work at this racetrack.
Yes, you can. You can really make that be an epic line.
Because you can make us get a little bit of a diamond action going and just really pinch the car below you down on corner exit. I do it a lot.
Right.
Pinch that car down on exit, and you really are able to get a straight shot on exit.
Yeah, you can if you can do that. Let's jump through the field. What about Tony Meering up to 9th now? Brandon now back up into the top 10 to check on him. Jose Medina back in 11th. Dylan continuing to pull right now down the front.
And they're just pulling away from the field. Banks, Rogers, and Gallimore have just gapped the entire field. And here comes Sean Rogers looking at Dylan again.
Yes, sir. He is all over him.
I gotta think Rogers has been working on that thing under caution. Made two adjustments here, and he's got that thing digging.
That's the thing, right? You make 1 or 2 adjustments with open setups, and you're right back in the game.
Yeah, and also the track's gonna change throughout the night. This is gonna rubber up. Temperature's gonna change.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sean, Paul, Hodson. Taking a look at that temperature right now. You brought that up. Track temp still at 84. Air temp at 77, man.
Yeah. See if I can look at the weather for tonight. It looks like we're going to see the temp just gradually go down over the next little bit. It's like going to get down to 74.
Well,
air temp. Not sure what's going to get that.
That's not a huge drop, in all honesty.
It's not, but it does affect the track temp more and more.
141 this time by. Right to the bottom. So get everybody rolling the inside line here. Nobody, we saw Sean earlier try that outside. He's not really trying that right now.
No, he's not. He's starting to lose a little ground. I don't know if he heated the tires up. But again, if the roles were reversed, Rogers may be just as fast out front, and Dylan had the same problem behind him. It's how critical that it's like if you're gonna make a pass, you've got to do it quick. You can't try to pass somebody for 2 or 3 laps because you just hurt your tires too much. It's almost like get up near somebody and you're like, well, I'm not gonna be able to make this pass easy, so might as well just drop back a few car lengths and save my tires and then make another run out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just drop back, save, and go again. That's all you need
Sometimes
to do.
you can.
Maybe. You let them, it depends on how much they cool, right? And how they react when they cool. Sometimes they grip back up, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, this tire has been known, this tire model, definitely you can cool them back off.
It's an interesting conversation to be had, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whether you can do that or not. That's the whole conversation. $145 on the board, this time of 400. I'm impressed, man. I really am. With what we got.
Yeah, definitely got us a long green flag run here. 42 laps.
So
43 right there.
What do you think the fuel number is going to be if we go long?
Oh. I'm really not sure off the top of my head. Sorry, I had to yawn. I can't remember looking at it from earlier this week. I think maybe 100 laps, 120 laps, something like that. Sound right?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me, man. That definitely does. Again, man, thank you for being in the booth with me for this one. It's always fun to me you get to call these together, bro.
It is.
Hot's in there.
It's not always, so every now and then things are happening, so you can't always do it, but try to give y'all heads up if I can't be here.
And, we're both getting more and more busy as time goes.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go crank it up for a second.
Yeah, I could step away for a minute.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, we're back here, everybody. Continuing the roll. Jeff has taken a momentary leave of absence, but right now we're on board with the Rocket Man, Sean Rockin' Rogers, as he rolls through in second. If you're just joining us, we're close to closing in on halfway in the Looney Tunes Excitement 400 here tonight. I think that's what it used to be called anyway. And it's still Sean Rockin' Rogers, Paul Gillimore, Matt L. Cox right there as well. And folks, right now we'll work off turn 4. Let's go one more time for a moment. All right, we got trouble down the back. It's William Knopf beating down the inside wall. He loses it off of turn 2. Knopf catches the inside wall, and the caution is out. Yellow out on the racetrack, guys. That's unfortunate. Caution back out, 63 on the board. So yellow back out. That'll give us an opportunity to go commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment. Let me see if I can calm on. on. All right, back, guys, and we are back here. Man, there's been some racing up front, man.
Yep, we got some new players up front. Matt Cox has finally made his way up to the started second, but he did not have a good restart.
Man, this is absolutely insane. Matt Cox right now trying to do what he can. Didn't have a good restart, man, but he is right there in the top 10 right now. Great run for Cox, bro.
Yeah. He's been to the back. Got some damage.
And we got to get a little on the racetrack. That is Ryan around the black and what's that? Black and gold.
Which car?
That is Ryan back there. He runs 17th to 23 around front straightaway. Wow.
I don't know.
He just lost it. All right.
Okay, now I see it. I was looking at the wrong part. Yep, he just lost it on corner exit.
That's unfortunate, man. Really unfortunate for him. 172 on the board. Yellow is out yet again here tonight. What do you think of the yellows we've seen here tonight, buddy?
Well, nothing detrimental except Jeff Carson said.
Yeah. We've been kind of lucky as far as that goes.
Yeah, it has.
So, I want to introduce you to somebody, Jeff. We have a new broadcast partner this week. She's been here for about a week. Her name is Valkyrie. She sits here every night I'm doing a show now, man. She's a little pity pit.
They're a pit bull.
Yeah, she's a little pity pit. She's my Valkyrie. So, man, 73 on the board, buddy. It's a 173. What'd you say, 220 for stage break?
230.
230, so we're closing in.
I'm looking through our chat on the broadcast.
Yes, sir.
I see Amanda Price, Sean Rockin' Rogers' girlfriend. I hear him talk about her. She's in the comments saying, "Let's go, Sean Rogers, number 44."
So
I believe that's who he says.
It's the Amanda show.
I believe
Amanda,
it is. I could be
Amanda.
wrong. I might be out and might be his mistress, and I just didn't out.
Oh, is this miss? Oh, wow.
No, I'm joking. I've heard him say Amanda before, so
that you know, yeah.
I think about that. You got to be careful. You may say something it's like, "What did he say?" Yeah.
No joke. Yeah,
You got to be careful.
You don't want to out a man with his mistress. That'd be a bad idea.
No, but I've heard him talk about it before, so I'm pretty sure I got that name right up to date, and I'll but shout out to Amanda for being here supporting Sean Rogers.
Comment, Angel, do not say a word. My technical producer's on the phone over here. I got her monitoring too. Figured she would have a joke for that, but she didn't. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, you she would have probably said bark.
Yep,
Bark.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
175 on the board. We're about to go back green. I'm going to refrain myself from getting into any further trouble.
Yeah, well, they just kind of...
Me getting in trouble when we're around each other tends to happen. Green flag in the air. Let's go. We're back underway. Dylan Hodson there as well. Back at her. Dylan over Hodson now into one. Nice race out front. Hodson, Dylan going to check out. Roger's going to get underneath. We're going to stack them up behind them.
Dylan Banks is just killing it on these restarts.
What is your opinion of the racing we're seeing? We know we have our problems with this car. We've discussed that. But overall, pretty good racing.
The car is a heaping pile of mastodon dung. That's my overall opinion.
Yep, I would agree. Mastodon done. Dung.
Yeah, no, dung. A heaping pile of mastodon dung.
179
Welded
this,
together.
this time. Dylan there as well. There is old Dylan Banks continuing to lead. 179 this time, working our way through. So again, fighting our way forward right now.
Yeah, and Tane Otteson looks like he's going to go up here and take a shot at Dylan Banks. He said Rogers and Gallimore don't get to have all the fun. It's my turn. Let's see what he can do with him. And I've raced against Tane. He's fast. Oh, we going to make a break for the lead. Tane to the inside in turn 3 of Dylan Banks. But Dylan's he's on the outside and he just gets up off the corner so well. It's hard to get around him. I think you're going to have to take him on the outside, I think.
Yeah, I agree. You're going to have to get up there and make it happen up top. I don't think you're going to do it any other way, bud.
No, I think it's at least for Dylan Banks.
I think that's the way this has to go right now.
Oh, yeah.
Man, 182 on the board. I am so happy with what we're seeing here tonight. These two have done battle lap after lap after lap, man, and stayed within striking range of one another.
And I believe Dylan's led every single lap, but I mean, it's been no. I mean, he's definitely had some people trying to get up there and mess with him, so he ain't running away with it by no.
No, he's not.
They're keeping him honest. How about that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Keeping him honest. There we go. Tane has rolled the corner really well right there. Gets right back to the bumper of the number 70 there.
I'm a little bit surprised that Rockin' Rogers isn't closer than he is.
Well, he's thinking, well, Tane's fast. He's going to go up there and mess with sit back here and save my tires, so if they start racing real hard, man, I can sneak away with the lead out of this thing, maybe. But as you notice, you're starting to see these guys pull away from the field.
Yeah, you are.
Matt Cox seems to have gotten separated from the rest of the field, too, back there.
Really, it's crazy how this is panned out so far.
Yeah. It's a lot of racing left.
185 laps. That's where we're at right now. You don't realize how long these races are until you get into one.
No, you don't, especially these full lengths. That's why I enjoy when we take commercial breaks. It gives us a chance to get up and walk around. Sitting here staring at these screens is kind of tough on these long races.
Blue light filter, man. Have you tried one of those?
No, well, good.
Walmart has them. You don't have to get the filter. They're blue light glasses.
Oh, that's all right. So you rocking some blue light glasses right now?
I am rocking some blue light glasses. Because it got to the point to where if I didn't, I was instantly getting migraines.
Well, I just get sleepy. Oh, 22 looking for the lead again. Here we go. Tane Otteson looking for the lead, tries to outbring Dylan Banks. And Dylan is so strong on the exit of 4 there. Dylan has given up a little bit into 3. I guess he's backing the corner up. And Rogers was able to attack at the same spot, and the same thing's happening. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to pass him somewhere besides turn 3, I think, right now. He is just so strong in turn 4.
Yes, he is. 190 on the board. Turn 4 seems to be a strong one.
Y'all might as well just quit trying to pass Dylan into 3 and try to figure out some way to pass him down in and get him off the bottom, hanging on the outside. He's just too good on the exit of 4. Again, like I said, this Ryko set this week, you just really stomp the throttle. You could really get down on the throttle hard. And Tane's starting to do a little bit of a diamond action there. He's in it. Yeah, if you look at him, he's kind of drifting up in the center, and he's able to get the run down. get the car to turn down. If you wear that right front tire out, that gets harder. If you get that thing hot, it don't want to do this.
Yeah, it don't want to cut.
But what Tane's doing right now is it makes speed.
By default, it does. But again, to your point, if you get that right rear hot, it doesn't make speed. Right front,
yeah, right front or right rear. It just throws that whole balance out of the car, and she can get wicked.
Yeah, that's the problem with doing that. And again, next week we'll have a totally different conversation.
Everybody's the same next week. Yeah.
Yeah. More definitely about survival next week.
It's all about survival.
2x2, there is B-Sol and Ryan behind them, Tony. That's around 8th, 9th, and 10th right now.
I'd love to say there was some skill to it, but teammate of ours, Brandon Bikey, he is always runs really good there. He's got a knack for it, but generally speaking, it's tough.
It's really not your thing, is it?
I used to love it back when I used to play it on the console. We used to have fun, but it's broken. Just flat out broken.
There you go, Dylan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've won some races, pretty good there on iRacing. Have a pretty good average, but
I fell for a face person, a 1 or 2.
Yep, me too. So right now we are pretty much single file. This is what you predicted earlier on, the long green flag.
I figured we would get some.
Yeah, we're getting these long green flag drawn out runs. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, I might add.
Nah, by no means, no.
I would rather see this than the other way. Yeah, Buffalo. But 198 complete. Dylan Banks out front. Davis, Hall. Right. Hall, nice job. We had one the other night, man, that was 80 laps, and it was 3 hours long because we had yellows.
It really strung out there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was. They had some big ones.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that, definitely. All right, they're going to work their way through, doing everything they possibly can. Right now, with Dylan Banks out front, you're watching the Sim Racing, or the Sim Racing Sunday Night Series. I think I got that right. I started to say the other one. My bad. I had my moments. But nice work right now. So again, single file right now. Right around here, 2:01 on the board, closing on stage 2 tonight, boys and girls. I appreciate
things have settled out.
Yeah, they have. Let's take a look here. Right now, we got 16 on the lead lap. Sean Anderson going to be the last car on the lead lap right now. Are you happy with what we're seeing out of Anderson?
Yes. So far, I feel like he'll figure it out. So I'm curious if he'll get some more speed.
Interesting.
I see Rogers he's kind of clawed his way back up to Dylan Banks again.
Yep.
he just won't go away. I think Dylan's like, man, this cat just will not go away.
He will not go away
you
at all.
can see Tane Hodison's definitely fell off.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for Tane here in this situation as well, because he has pretty much fallen off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Tane races these races a lot. It seems like he's a road course guy. Now, I stand corrected on that. I think he races some, but
205 of 400 complete. Rogers right there as well. Cox. I'm impressed with the amount of driving we got going on. This is not easy.
No, it's not, and it really can get drawn out.
I want to thank everybody here with Redline having me over again. You see Paul going to work the bottom. And clear. Man, think about it this way. We're about to go into the playoffs, bud.
Yeah, we're right there upon them, and, you know, I need to look at the points here to see where everybody stacks up, but, you know, the usual suspects are there, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, sir, as we work up front with Dylan Banks looking for stage 2 here tonight, trying to get it done. I think he's in pretty good shape to get stage 2 here tonight, man.
I think so too. He's definitely trending that direction.
Yes, sir. He is trending in the right direction, if you say so. Matt Macklin back here in 19th. Rich, Paul, Anderson, Brian Newmaker there as well. 203 laps, or 209 that time by. Taking a look at that little battle, it kind of cooled off as quick as we went back to it. That's the problem. These battles cool off really quick.
Yeah, as soon as things get going, it all just fizzles out.
Yeah. And that's kind of what you deal with in a place like Richmond. Lap time wise, they're down by about a second from where they started.
Yeah, it all just kind of changes quick.
Yes, sir. I know right here is Sean Rockin' Rogers. The Sean man right there in second. Now about, what, 6/10 off?
Yep. He's kept that. Rogers can get to that point, but he can't seem to make a way to get around. Don't, you know, expect to see him try to throw some strategy at him for sure.
Throw some whammies at the end for him?
Yeah, you got to, man.
You can't just let it ride.
Nope, not at all.
That'll be interesting as they work right now. This is so fun to watch, dude.
I wished I was out there racing with him.
Oh, yeah, that you know, watching you race is awesome. Just like, Sean Rockin' Rogers. I love that man.
I believe Mettler coined that.
Yeah, well, we stole it.
We're on his network.
Yeah, is it theft if we're on his network?
Oh.
Oh, so it's just gently borrowing.
Yeah, just gently borrowing. Well, we're just past halfway.
So what does it mean when I say it's on? We'll say it was on my network. See, I'm stolen some stuff.
Well, I don't know. That's for a lawyer to figure out.
Yes, sir. All right, Dylan out front leading right now.
Now, let's look at one other thing. Matt Cox has moved into third, and he's working on second place. Matt's definitely, I've said all race long that we'll keep a watch on him. Matt is faster right now than Dylan Banks. Not by a lot, but by enough.
Right.
But I don't know that Matt has enough time to make a charge in this stage, but he's going to be a factor. That terrible restart put him in a position where he's playing catch up right now. And as fast as Dylan is, especially when he gets off on those restarts, you're playing catch up to Mustard. Got a slow car in front of Dylan Banks here off the pace, the 56 car. I don't know what happened there.
That's interesting.
He was off the pace, a bit of a moving chicane there for a second.
Yeah. 19. This time by Dylan. Kent England an inch by. You think all these guys are going to be ready for stage to get here?
Well, I mean, they've had their fair share of breaks. We're 12 laps from it, and I like to see what the guys' tires look like.
Very interesting.
And as soon as I say something about Cox picking up the speed,
Right.
being a little faster on the pit charts, Dylan Banks picks it up too. So
Banks picking up the statement here.
I think Dylan Banks is listening to me.
Oh, I think
He's
so
like,
too.
he thinks that Jeff Taylor guy, he's a smart fella. I better just listen to him. He should be my crew chief.
Tony picking up a spot here over a B-Saw. Yeah. I need to steal you as my crew chief now.
Yeah, I ain't making no adjustments. I'll just call the race.
I need a left rear adjustment, downforce adjustment.
That's your own problem. You just change that. You tell me what you want to put in it, and I'll put it in there.
Let's see. Give me a Packer out the left rear. Yeah, we got this.
We can't do that. These cars are suck, remember?
Oh yeah, they suck. So again, 121, Matt L. Cox, Chris Davis.
If I'm Matt Cox here, I sure would like to restart third instead of second this time.
This is interesting. 223 on the board.
If you hear me snoring, it's because I fell asleep. I'm bad about sitting and falling asleep.
It's all good, man.
You know, one time we were racing, it was my Liga racing on Wednesday nights. We run Talladega.
Yeah.
And my wife gave me a muscle relaxer because my back was sore from work. I fell asleep in the middle of the pack on the back stretch. I woke up and I was propped up against the inside wall. Sound asleep. Believe that? I guess you don't believe that.
Oh, I do. Well, 225 this time by, man. There's continuing to roll right now. 226. Rogers right there. Sorry about that. Mike must have cut out on me.
Who's that?
The mic must have cut out on me there for a minute, buddy.
Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah, it's Dylan continuing to lead here. We should be all over stage 2 here at the moment. And Dylan with the gap he's got, 1.1.
Looking impressive, but coming up on a stage here.
Man, so interesting. Coming to the end of stage. Man, I'm so ready to see how this final stage works out.
Well, expect a plethora of
Insanity.
If there's going to be some cautions, this is when they're going to try to do different stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
The entrance is closed.
Dylan continuing to hang on. Coming to what should be one to go in the stage this time. So again, we're coming to the end of stage right now, bud. Here we go. Green and white checkered flag for stage 2 here tonight. Out of turn 4. And there it is.
Caution's out. Dylan Banks, your stage 2 winner.
Yes, sir.
I'll see if I can get Dylan Banks down here to talk to us.
Let's see if we can do it.
Let me see if I can go grab him. He's either going to pit road. I might grab him afterwards.
Yeah, we'll let him hit pit road. It should be 4 tires all the way around.
He'd probably appreciate that, even though
131 this time by pit road for everybody here. It's going to be 4 fresh tires here, right?
Yep, for sure.
There is no strategy that makes sense if you don't, basically.
The only way you're going to see some strategy there is at the end with some caution or something. That's when you might see something like that happen.
Yeah, we kind of saw what happened earlier when somebody stayed out. Didn't go well.
Let's grab old Dylan Banks.
Yes, sir.
Dylan Banks, stage 1 and stage 2 winner. How's it going out there, buddy?
Not too bad, Jeff. What about you, buddy?
Not doing well here. I've impressive run so far. I feel like you've had those guys take a look at you, but nothing. They haven't been able to mount a big run at you yet.
Yeah, they definitely come up here and try. I got to give them that. But do anything to keep this lead right now and keep it out in clean air. That's for sure. Dirty air is pretty bad here. And hopefully, I think this next stage is gonna be fun for y'all and the viewers there. That's for sure. 'Cause there's gonna be a lot of strategies going around. Still got 170 laps to go, multiple pit stops. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun here. Hopefully, we can keep this thing out front, execute the rest of the night, and come home in victory lane.
Yeah, I feel like that. The guys behind you have been fast, but once they get to dirty air, they're gonna have to figure out some other way than trying to outbrake you into turn 3. It's just like you're too strong off of 4 to make that work.
Yeah, they try to get to my inside, and I just keep it on their door and get that good exit off. I sacrifice a little bit of entry to have good exit, and it's easy to do that when you got Ryko performance under the hood. That's for sure.
That's what I said. I was telling him the Ryko setup this week has been to the point where you can just mash the throttle almost. I mean, not completely, but the exit on this thing has been phenomenal this week. So that has been one of the best things. But
Absolutely, buddy.
all right, I'm gonna let you get back to racing. Which Discord are you in? I forgot.
Grease Monkey.
Grease Monkey. Talk at you later.
All right. Here we come, guys. We're coming to green. Green flag in the air. Final stage underway here, Jeff.
Yep, want to get Dylan back there quickly. I forgot which team name he had there for a minute.
It's all good. It happens. I've had that happen to me, man.
Now we see Matt Cox has definitely finally made his way to second. Well, Sean Rogers is going to try to take second away from him, but I feel like Cox, again, that Ryko set is just so strong off of turn 4.
Yeah, it is. That setup around that particular corner, right? It's just strong.
Yep. Yeah, and Cox is running the exact same setup as Dylan Banks. Cox is good. Cox is going to roll it in there at him right now.
Roll it in there as hard as you can. Try to get to the back bumper. Try to get them to move, right?
This is the earliest I've seen anybody make a run at Dylan. Oh, we got another caution. Son of a gun.
Yellow is out. We'll try to see what the problem is.
I heard the 22 apologizing. So,
Oh!
Chris Davis loses it.
The
exactly.
74 around. Oh. Wow.
I don't know if it was Chris come down on him, but
Taking a look here. Oh, yeah, Davis came down on that one, bud.
yep, sure did. That was on Chris. Chris is a very humble man. I'm sure he'll apologize for that one to everybody. But
Just one of those things that
one of
went
those
wrong,
humble
right?
people I know. Yeah, one of the most humble people I know.
Yeah. So back down pit road for Davis here. The guys out front,
Yeah,
they're
he's
going to
on-
stay out here, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're coming up to 160 to go.
Yeah, 160 to go. This is going to be interesting. You want to go to a quick stage break here, bud? Or a quick
Yeah, let's
commercial
take a break.
All right, let's do it. All right, I got to get up and walk around a minute, bud. Here we go, guys. Coming back to green right now here from Richmond Raceway. Ready to go? Let's do it. Cox, Dylan out front. Let's go to green. Green flag in the air. Let's go.
Dylan's just murdering everybody on the restarts.
I mean, it's a St. Valentine's Day massacre. Two wide side by side.
Oh, Sean Rogers.
Oh my God.
Rogers wrecking. Big wreck.
Oh no. Sean Rogers. Taking a look one more time at what just happened to Sean Rockin' Rogers. Got free right in front of the pack. Nowhere for a couple of them to go. Oof, that was, I believe, the 76. No. It was a 70 car. It was Paul Gilmore that slammed the inside wall. Paul already with damage from earlier tonight. That's not going to help.
No, Paul got his damage fixed, but right there it kicked into the inside. Oh, I felt like Paul's got severe left front damage.
Yeah, there's no way after that one that he don't.
And Tony Myring took out in that too.
.244 complete. All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
I think Paul got the raw end there. Rogers may get away with minor damage.
So again, 245. Here we go. We should be, what, 2 laps to green here, bud?
Yeah.
Go extended view for the moment. Overall, man, I'm very impressed with the way this league's racing Richmond tonight.
Yeah.
Overall.
So far, it's been some good racing out there. Rogers still has some minor damage to the left front.
Yeah, a little bit of damage. Just a little bit, right? Whoop. All right, we're getting ready to go back at it, buddy.
We are. We but one to go because Rogers is on pit road. I think Rogers just got just a smidge more damage he's trying to get fixed.
let's see if we can get them green here for a moment, man, and see what we got here. This race, I think there's a lot of twists and turns left in this one.
Yeah. All right, Rogers looks like he's had all his damage fixed.
Coming at you.
Rogers is barely going to beat the pit road. Well, he's going to be behind a little ways, but he got all the damage fixed. So if it's a quick caution here, it'll work out good for him.
Yeah, that'd be big if it was a quick yellow. Man, he needs that to happen though, right? To really get a good glimpse of this and get it fixed.
He does. I mean, he got it fixed. So you just got to get back to be with the rest of the cars. We've got 14 cars on the lap right now, so he's behind all the lap cars too. He's half a lap behind. Well, third of a lap behind Dylan Banks. So, Dylan Banks is third of a lap behind him to put him a lap down. That's just short track racing. And here we have it. We got Tane. He's going to make another. Oh, and the 6th car spinning off of 2. He saves it. Here we go again. Tane on the inside in turn 3 and 4. They hadn't learned that ain't going to work. Going too fast. You might be able to get him on the inside down into 1 and 2 or the outside of either turn, but it just doesn't seem like that. And what you need to do is you need to get beside him in turn 3 and try to pinch his exit off. That would be the best case to get around him, I think, from what I can tell. Did I lose you there?
You got me there, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry about that. You think that outside line's the way to go?
I think it's the best way to, I mean, early, well, you've got the grip, that's the way you're going to have to do it. But Dylan's just rolling the bottom so good, he's making it hard. Right?
Yes, sir.
145 to go. You're getting to the point where you could see some crazy strategy take over, though.
Yes, sir. It's going to get to a really interesting point, isn't it?
And Dylan himself Dylan can't be too aggressive on strategy because there's still 14 cars left on the lead line. Well, that's a lot of cars to, even if he had new tires, to work his way through. If he were to go in and everybody stayed out, it could put him in a spot where he don't want to be. Oh, and we got another spinner on the front stretch. He saves it.
Nice save.
Tane's to the outside of Dylan Banks here, but he just, it's hard to make it roll the center with any speed. That's,
man, it's so difficult, right?
It is. Now, I don't know what kind of setup Tane's on, but the Ryko cars have been rolling the top really well and the bottom really well. It's been a phenomenal car this week.
Yes, sir. It has been absolutely phenomenal.
And I just, that's why I gotta wonder if Matt Cox might be the one who would have a shot at him, because it's a similar setup, but he's got to get to him. And I know Matt Cox. He's just riding. He don't even want to. At this point, he don't even want to make his tires squeal. You know.
Right.
He's just out there riding.
Just riding his way through, taking care of it, doing what you need to do, right?
Yep.
Man, it's so interesting. And thing of it is, Dylan's able to hold that bottom force, like you said, Hudson to the outside. He just can't seem to get the momentum up there to complete the pass or do anything with
No,
it.
they just can't roll the bottom. And I mean, if he were to catch him late, Dylan would probably have a harder chance rolling the center. But right now, it's tough.
Very, very difficult. Man, and you look back through the pack, it's something we're starting to see throughout the whole pack, basically.
I kind of wonder if I had tires, if I could get to Dylan and stay there and not try to race him, and if I could get further into the run and then try to move to a different spot. I don't.
Steve. Robert.
Wrestling the lead away from him could change the outcome of the race, because you put him back there in dirty air, anything could happen.
Right.
As I said, when we brought him in here, he's like, I need this clean air.
This clean air problem seems to be a huge problem.
I hate clean air. I think we ought to mount giant leaf blowers to the back of all the other cars. That way that way there's air on the car's nose behind them.
Right.
There's an idea for him.
And this is interesting. Hodson, Cox, all over them. Man, oh man. So again, I'm looking ahead, man. I agree with you. I think it's going to take old tires to pull that off.
I think so. And we haven't seen a long enough green flag run to see if anybody be near him to be able to do it.
Exactly. It's interesting how it's panning out. It really is. It really, really, really super is good. I'm excited though for the end of this thing, because I do think we're going to get something crazy going on.
Yeah, especially if we have a rate race caution. Well, we need a caution now, somewhere around now, to be able to get them in position.
And say his name. He appears. It's Mr. Caution Man. And it was Ryan going around.
So now here's where things can change.
Right?
Yeah, because mostly everybody will pit here for the most part. But, you could get another caution in the next 20 laps or so, and then somebody in the back could pit and be able to make their way back up through the field. So that's where it kind of can take a change.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this is being crazy, and I think it's just going to get more crazy as this goes along.
Well, it could. I think we had our exit spinner there.
Yep. Taking a look going out front. Man, I am so interested, man, to see where this goes.
So everybody's going to take 4 here.
Well, you don't think anybody's going to try the strategy here at all?
No, not at this stop. It'll be the ensuing stops where any kind of strategy calls are going to be made.
Right. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it is what it is, but, I love strategy. You know me.
All right, so wait a minute. Prove me wrong. The 71 of Brandon Meyer, 2 tires.
Oh, boy. Decision time, right?
Yeah, if he threw his nuts over his shoulders and said, let's do it.
And see, even the broadcaster's going to be wrong.
The problem is he didn't come out with the lead. He needed to get away, but
yeah, that didn't. I don't think that pans out because he come out in second. Well, you know, Dylan's been so strong. I don't see how anybody gets around him tonight.
all right, so the 71 car is going to come on back down pit road, and I see tires. He didn't get the lead, so he's like, you know what? Staying out here. I actually don't mind that call, but, you know.
Right. Well, it's one of them you didn't get the lead, so why do it at that point?
Yeah. That's what he did. He come back in for left sides.
No, I have made mistakes before and accidentally turned tires off and had to come back down.
Well, he could have. I ain't gonna say.
I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you or not.
I've been come down pit road and not put any on and didn't mean to, so.
So again, Dylan out front. Here we go.
Another dang restart.
Green in the air. Let's go.
And he gets that restart box and just leaves.
He is gone. He is absolutely gone. Two by two behind them, but they're so quick to get back single file.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something with him, you need to try it on new tires. Restarts, and it's tough to do.
What Dylan, Kent Cox, Diego, Anderson back there. Nice job, Anderson hanging on. That's around 9th spot. You're 9th.
He's gonna act like he's gonna give him a different look. He's gonna have to do that. Well, Tane's gonna try to get to his outside. He didn't quite get there, but he's making Dylan
Think about it.
He's staying in Dylan's mirror. Yeah.
He's making him think about it more. Right, that's the job. Make him
Well,
more.
here he does. He had a chance to try to outbrake him into 3, and instead he chose not to do it. There's no point in trying to beat Dylan Banks into 3, outbrake him into 3, because he's just gonna kill you on it. So you got to come up with something different. And the 22 is just rolling turn 2 so well. Here we go again. I'm in push up, and Dylan Banks is gonna smash down on the throttle and go right.
Yeah, Dylan able just to hold him back there, doing a tremendous job just holding him at bay.
Yep. I mean, you can't blame Tane for trying, but here he goes again. He's going to try it again. He's going to get to his inside. Dylan's going to roll through the center of 3. He's going to mash down on 70 and lead.
Yeah, Tane's going to have to go to the inside, and if you're going to do it down there, you're going to have to move Dylan up the hill first.
Yep. Now, here's a different look. If he can get... Oh, no, he's going to continue on that one. You know, you're going to have to force Dylan up the track. You know, you're going to have to do something different.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, 280 on the board. And you see everybody. And what's so funny, back in the pack, they're already getting spread out again.
Yeah, 120 to go. We're getting down to the nitty gritty in this thing.
We're getting to the pineapples and applesauce.
Yeah, what you said.
What I said. Single file out front, nearly contact. Oh, did you see that Tane just about sent
I did.
Dylan?
Shane tried to push him down in there and tried to do something different. I said he's got to do something different. That was different.
You're gonna have to do it a little bit harder.
And Dylan Banks knows he was there, though.
No, nice job, Ty. Now, I think if he can get a run off in the right here, get on his bumper and give him a shove, he's got a shot.
You just can't get the drive down in for some reason. He's just not able to do it. He's gonna have to stay there and hope, but Dylan messes up on the exit.
I don't think there's any way he gets by him, quote unquote, cleanly.
Here's the thing. It's not like Dylan's out here. I mean, he's fast, don't get me wrong, but he's not. If there's more speed in the car, he's not using. He's using the speed where he needs to. He's just played a very conservative race, and he hasn't tried to gap the field big. He's just run his race. I feel like there's a lot left in the tank of that 70. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's got something left in there for sure.
And as long as he's at the lead, he doesn't have to use it.
The only problem he's run into is, like you said earlier, if he ends up getting into some dirty air situations.
Yeah, that. Oh, okay. Well, now this changes everything. I don't know what happened.
Ain't got to.
Never mind. Tane had a big run to the outside there.
I was about to say, well, he's got to run at it. Well,
He did. I don't know if Dylan lifted early or what. Sometimes down into turn one here at Richmond, you'll hit the brakes and the car will kind of feel a little real free with you. I don't know if that happened.
100 or 288 laps this time by for the top two.
Again, Tane's just doing everything he can to get a different look.
He just needs one different look at him. All he needs. Go right.
But you got Matt Cox sneaking back into the picture slowly. And you've also got Sean Rockin' Rogers that's made his way back through the field. Rogers up to fifth, trying for fifth right there. Yeah, he takes over the fifth spot. Rogers, after that wreck, he's back up.
Were you impressed? He's all the way back up there, man.
Caution.
Yell is out. Oh, man. And we got a big mess front straightaway. The 71's in it. The 17. Daggone. The 23 going to get turned around. And those three are going to three-car tango into the outside wall. How about that, man? Daggone. Wow. I think it's still too early for that strategy, bro. I really do. There we go. You got me there, buddy?
Yep.
10-4. I think it's still too early for that strategy.
Well, it could set the stage for the strategy.
True. I didn't think about that one.
So,
yeah.
So what happens if? See, but what, I mean, what if everybody pit there, but
right? Does anybody do anything not really different, but
I was looking back on the wreck there of the lap car of Paul Gallimore and the 23. An interesting wreck there. It was kind of one of those deals where I think the 23 arced down on the exit of the corner, and Paul was just kind of running his line and spun off his nose. I really don't know what to say there. I think you look at it one way, Paul spun him, but at the same time, Paul just kind of was coming off the corner at a normal rate, and the 23 just comes back down the track just enough to spin himself across Paul's nose as Paul was going up the track. And Paul had the natural progression up the track on corner exit, and for some reason the 23 naturally progressed down the track, and
not what I expected.
That's a racing deal. There's what that is. 23's mad because Paul was a bunch of laps down, but I mean, it's just racing. We did have a shakeup at the front because Tane Hodison stayed out.
Right.
So did Chris Davis and Chris Claude. They got 24 lap fresher, older tires. You can be sure that the 70, 32, and the 44 is going to be screaming through here like a herd of wild buffalo.
Oh yeah. They are gonna chop through this thing like knife through butter, buddy.
But here's where I say you've got these strategy calls coming in.
Green flag in the air. Let's go.
This is the first time anybody's led a green flag lap all race long.
Well, Tane's got it. There we go. Clear.
Oh, the 70's around.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Dylan Banks is done.
Oh, are you kidding me? What?
Everything has changed.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Well, we talked about it, him getting back in traffic, man. And that's gut-wrenching for a driver to get that far into the race and then have that happen.
Yeah, that's actually going to be on... That's going to be on Dylan there, I have to say. Chris was on slower tires, older tires, but Dylan got into him once and then got into him again. It depends how you look at it. You can say, man, Chris is on old tires, he shouldn't have been there, but Chris made a strategy call. He has a right to be there. Dylan much faster. That's just tough racing, man.
Yeah.
Tough luck. I get both what they're saying. And I told you that a strategy call could change everything, and it did.
Yeah. Not the way we want to see it happen, but.
No, we don't. I mean, Dylan has, I don't want to say significant damage, but significant enough.
And there will be there'll be conversations, right, between those two, I'm sure. But I do believe with you it was on Dylan.
Here's the thing with Dylan and Chris both. These are both good people. I race with Dylan all the time.
Right.
He's not doing anything malicious. But you're in the car. It's just very different once you watch the replay. And I feel like Dylan probably will see that and be like, yeah, I did get in the corner hot, but...
Yeah. Well, and two, like, if he had made it work, it's a hero or zero type of thing.
It is. It's one of the... Really, here's ultimately what it is. The closing rate was much faster than Dylan could react to.
Yeah.
That's about what it amounts to. And it was due to the tire difference. So both good people, both great racers. They'll move on. And Dylan's not out of this thing by no means. It actually makes it more entertaining because he's going to be coming through the back of the field like a herd of wild buffalo.
Don't forget too, we still got 2 old tire sets up front.
We do.
So,
Dylan's got most of his damage fixed. He looks like he still has splitter damage, which could be, I mean, it could affect the car quite a bit. So, but we're not done with cautions.
No, we're not done at all. Not at all. Coming through the trials. Here we go.
We may see this again because we got the 22 and 10, same boat. Matthew Cox is going to be ready to get out front and get away from everybody in the hopes this thing goes long.
Yes, sir. Claude had a horrible restart, by the way, up top.
Matt Cox and the 44, Sean Rogers, are like, please let this thing go long. Got new tires. Dylan's trapped in the back. And here goes Matt Cox for the lead, and I got a feeling he's just going to set sail right here.
Yeah.
With the tire separation.
There we go. So Cox is in great shape now. Now, if you're Dylan Banks, the problem is your tires is about the same as the guys that come down.
Dylan's, yeah, his tires are, but Dylan also still has splitter damage. Dylan needs another caution here to be able to finish fixing that race car.
If not, you feel like he's kind of in trouble here.
He is in trouble. The downforce on the nose just matters too much. Early on, he's going to be like, okay, it's fine, but you're going to get about 40 laps into the and then it's going to be plowing. It's not over for Dylan Banks, so we'll just keep an eye on things. And he's probably still got a set of tires or two left.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It just sucks being in Dylan's position because you won't read so many laps and then something like that happened. It's like both sides of the splitter on the corners are peeled upwards, and he's got some fender separation on the front. So certainly that 70 is not going to be as fast as it was. He's going to have to use some of that what's left in the tank I was talking about.
Yes, sir, he is. Definitely.
Meanwhile, back at the front, Diego Rodriguez, after an early race collision, has made his way back up third. Let's not forget that. He's had a great run.
305, Matt L. Cox up front.
You know, we're coming up to 90, 93 laps to go.
And 93 to go here tonight. It's going to be interesting. Oh boy, 93 to go, working their way to the bottom.
Yeah, and I'm looking back at the speed chart where Dylan Banks, he's running about 10th place in speeds and in traffic. Yeah, he's going to have another caution. Listen to the scanner here. Dylan's apologizing to Chris again. Like I said, these are good people here.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happened, Dylan and Chris are two nice people.
Whoever was at fault, right?
And you get caught up in a moment during a wreck, especially initially after that wreck, you're like, oh, rip your head off type thing. But then you got, you know what, just calm down. The race ain't over. You know, we race with these people every week. They don't hate, you know, they're not arch rivals.
Mistakes happen,
but
right?
I told you, the closing rate's just significant between tires.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Things happen. So what are you thinking here at 311 with everything that's happened?
I think we got the Rogers and Cox show right now, or Cox and Rogers show for now. Which, as it looks, you know, Cox has got the clean air. You know, it's reminds you of when Dylan had the lead. Dylan running a 21.7 right now, you know, 21.8. The leaders are running 21.5s. You know, that 0.3 of a lap Matt Cox is pulling away from him.
Yeah.
It's significant enough.
Rogers. Anderson right there as well. 313 on the board here. Very crazy.
But we get another caution here, could really throw up the strategy again. I talked up one before. Cox is listening to the broadcast. He's saying, "Shut up, Taylor."
Yes, he is.
And for that matter, so is Rogers.
All of them up there probably doing the same thing.
$85 to go.
And 85 more trips this time by.
That lap Rogers is a little bit quicker than Matt Cox.
Yeah.
And I tell you, somebody else that's sneaking into the picture slowly is somebody I mentioned that I didn't know a lot about for this week, and that's number 76, or Sean Anderson. He's throwing up some top 5 lap times, and he's in 5th place. Good run for the 76, Sean Anderson.
Matt Cox there. Diego Ryan there as well. Nice job.
Yeah, and Dylan's then slipped into the 22-second bracket, even in traffic.
220 on the board. This time, what, 219, 220?
Yep, 80 to go. I know one thing I wished is we didn't have to shift. That's the one thing I hate about the short. One other thing I hate about the short track package of the shifting. They had 4 gears in this car, and that'd help a lot of the problem.
Yeah,
This shifting on short tracks is nonsense.
Switching
Or
gears.
anywhere for that matter.
Yeah, switching gears here has been nuts. It's ever since the gear changing thing became a thing, been absolutely insane.
We hate it. Everybody hates it. It's like, why don't they just get rid of it?
I don't know if they can now. I think they backed themselves in the corner.
They can get rid of it if they want to.
Well, what would that be? A horsepower change? Gearbox change?
I don't know. Just take out 5th gear.
Take out 5th gear, and go to 4 gears, give us 1,000. Huh. Literally.
Yeah.
And then watch them drive the car.
It's like Sean Rogers a little loose off the 2 there.
Yeah, a little bit, not too bad.
But Cox is...
So what is your thoughts of the night you've seen, man?
Cox is starting to slip away. I think no matter how many laps you lead, strategy game can change up everything. And then when we talked to Dylan Banks, he even mentioned that. I don't think that he quite thought he would be the one involved in it, but that's the way it happened. He is up to 9th. I mean, he just as the tires fall off, it does seem like the gap has closed a little in speed with him compared to everybody else. But
Right.
again, with that splitter like it is,
You're going to be difficult.
he needs a caution, and these laps are clicking away here.
Man, this is crazy. We are right there at what I would consider a pivotal time.
We're under 75 laps to go. And all Matt Cox can think is, please don't have a caution. Please don't have a caution.
Yeah, and again, to your point, he just wants this thing to go wrong. Or go really long here. No yellows, no nothing like that.
Yeah, you don't want to see any.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, buddy.
And
Yeah.
Dylan Banks has really slowed down. His progression has stopped. And he's pit, that's why. I don't know what he done here.
He's just throwing Hail Marys at this point.
I guess he come down pit road to get tires. You know, I know what he's doing here. That it ain't a call.
Right? Trying to get a
I don't know
horrible.
if the. I don't.
He's trying to make the best of a bad situation.
I think he's trying to get some. He's trying to make some luck out of this thing. I'm not sure exactly what, but. I don't know. The damage could have made it where the tire's so bad that he decided to pit. Oh, there's a wreck in front of him. Matt Mackin brings out the caution. Told you it's gonna be a caution. And Dylan Banks is trapped 2 laps down, so that pretty much, that caution probably seals the fate for Dylan Banks tonight, because if he would have stayed out there, he could have, he could fix that damage. So. Making up 2 laps after that's, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not.
He'll get his damage fixed here, though. I mean, I ain't gonna say he can't, but he's got to get 2 laps back. I guess he'll get 1 more back right here, actually. He'll end up 1 lap down, Dylan, I think. He might get a chance to fix some of his damage.
There we go.
Everybody on pit road here for the most part.
Pit road it is. Man, this has been an absolute wild race, dude.
There's definitely some wild changes that's happened here late in this race to throw. I'm trying to wait and see all this. So Dylan is going to come back a lap down the way it flagged out there, and I don't. He really needs to fix that damage.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll be right back, everybody. Or I'll be right back with you here, Jeff. But right now, everybody's single file.
Commercial break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go commercial break because I'm losing Discord for a second. Give me a second. green again, buddy, and we're back. You got me there, buddy? You got me there, Jeffy Jeff? You got me there, Jeffy Jeff, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, they're back at it. Cox out front.
Cox out front, battle for second, Sean Rockin' Rogers and Sean Anderson. The battle of the Seans for P2.
Man, but again, Cox going away. Do you think maybe, possibly that car a little bit better for a previous race leader?
You're talking about Dylan?
Yeah.
No, Dylan's lapped down and still has the damage. He needs a quickie yellow here to fix that damage and still get the lucky dog. Dylan is, oh, and we got a wreck on the backstretch, the 23 around, all by.
Another by yourself spin.
Well, there's the break Dylan needed. To see if his crew can get in there and step on that split or something and get it back down.
There we go, Matt leading.
I like these nice long races. Tough on the broadcaster because we're running out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, but
as far as the driver, it's kind of fun to be in there. All right, Dylan, see if we can get the rest of that damage fixed. And you know one thing that Matt Cox did not want to see any of these cautions.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now, he's still kind of safe because Dylan's still a lap down. He's just got to worry about Rogers and
Everybody else, right?
Anderson. Yep, right now. And the reason I highlight that is because we know the reality is that Dylan is fast and he's been the guy to beat. So you're on the defensive here.
Yeah, this is going to be defensive side racing right now. This is going to be crazy coming to green. They're coming to green this time. Matt Cox out front.
And Dylan's away, got all the damage fixed, well, no, he's still got some splitter damage. What's that screw doing to that thing?
Ready to go. This is going to be interesting. Anderson right there as well. So again, double foul, buddy. We're going to get right back at it.
We're going to go right back to it here.
Here we go. 345 on the board this time by.
345. These guys are tired. They've been racing for a couple hours.
Broadcasters are spent, but we're back at it.
The Rockcasters are spent.
We're now back down through 346 on the board. Take a look out front. Cox clear.
The battle of the Seans for seconds, heating up. Now Tane says, I want some of this Sean on Sean action.
Sean on Sean on Sean. Tony Meering there as well.
Tony Meering back there in fifth, just watching the action.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Yeah, Sean Rogers just sent it into turn 3.
He's being a
And
rocket,
it
man.
stuck. He just full sent.
Yeah, that's crazy. Side by side, Tony. There is Diego.
Oh, Sean Anderson loses it, spins it into the grass.
Anderson.
Almost takes Sean Rogers with him.
Oh,
No caution?
no caution. Well, that's interesting.
Well, now we've got Cox, Rogers, Meyer, and Meyering.
There we go. That's what we got. 350 on the board. It's about 350.
And Diego Rodriguez there in 5th. Diego's had a great comeback this race. Rogers is like, we're going to settle this thing between us. The Bears versus the Bills. Rogers is the Bills fan.
Yes, sir.
Cox is a Bears fan, as you can tell by the car.
352 on the board, 400. There's the 71 of Brandon. Holding serve.
The 01 car, Tony Meyering has Detroit Lions on his, the battle of the teams.
It's crazy, great racing right now. Matt L. Cox continuing the lead. Crazy. Look at Dylan Banks, though. I mean, if he hadn't got wiped out, man, I feel so hard for Dylan right now. Well, kind of wiped himself, but yeah.
It's it's something I would have done.
Right?
That's how my luck always goes in these races. I always do something to myself.
Yeah, that's about like me last year in the Daytona 500, man. I ran the whole race perfect and just made a dumb move with 3 to go with it. Had 0X and everything. Oh, there's a hole in the middle. Let's go for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the hole got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yep. Tell you what, Sean Rogers is keeping Matt Cox on. Well, now Rogers goes wide out of turn 2 and wall, but it didn't slow him down none. Here comes back on the bottom of the. Rogers just really makes that swing out of turn 2 and gets up into the outside. Dangerous game he's playing with it. Weird line.
It's really weird. These guys are on it here. Top 2 cars just kind of in a groove, man.
Checking out. The top 2 are checking out, and Tony Meyering has took over 3rd place over Diego Rodriguez and Tana.
Kind of got into that rhythm just a little bit.
Yeah, and Tony's in the top 5 in his speed chart too, so he ain't just out there poking around. I told you Tony could be a dark horse in this, didn't I? Tony's been listening to me, and I willed it into existence. Are you still there? We went silent for a minute. I was watching the race and looks like Matt Cox and Sean Rogers just slowly inching away. Tony's just drifted back there a little bit. You know, I don't know, we got about 35 laps left here. A lot can change, but it does appear that these two guys are right now the class of the field. I think I lost my cohort. Either he went silent or fell asleep. Maybe he
No,
fell
I'm
asleep.
here, bub. Did you lose me again?
Yeah, I lost you. I need you a shot collar.
Right.
That's what we need, is shot collars around each other. Then hit a button and
Hey.
always falling asleep.
Right. All right, 366. Hey, do you think that Rogers can get there at all? You think we're shot at it?
No, he's starting to pull away now. Cox fastest track. He's beating him. He's really starting to pick it up and pull it away. This is typical Matt Cox.
Yeah. I agree.
Late race, and he saved the tires. They hadn't even barked any since he bolted them on, and it's going to pay dividends right now.
With 369 on the board here tonight. Yeah. Unless there's a late race caution.
If then it's a very good chance it will be. I'm not going to try not to will it into it.
I mean,
Because we're ready for bed.
I mean, we can do
So
we can do some willing if you want to, though.
I did. I've already willed one, and I said,
Right? Man, oh man. 370 Cox.
Just pulling away.
Yanking the chain, man. Yanking the chain. He is absolutely out of there. 30 to go.
30 to go, and he does not want to see the starter pull that yellow flag out of his hand. Or with his hand out of the...
So, Cox, Rogers, Rodriguez right there. And here comes Tony Hodson.
It's almost like we're saying Cox and Roberts.
Right, Cox and Roberts.
Tony Meyering has slipped to 4th place. Diego's picked it up enough and got around him, moved into 3rd.
All right, yeah, he has. And right now, man, I'm trying to look through the pack here and see if there's any sleepers here if something crazy were to happen at the end. Is there anybody that can pull some crazy shenanigans and pick up?
It's too many laps slipping on by on the tires now. If something happens, everybody's going to pit here. We've already got 30-some lap tires. You can't stay out. Maybe somebody would take 2. Be the only thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to see some shenanigans go over here again. Just saying.
I'd like to see my pillow. I'm getting sleepy.
Here, yeah, right.
All I see is the Bears.
Right. So again, it's going to be very, very tight at the end here. You take a look, Cox, he's got a gap. It's 0.9 of a second, but you can't count on it, man.
I just seen a scoring monitor just do a glitch. Popped up. It said Tony Meyering was behind Cox instead of 14 seconds.
Right.
I think the scoring's going wacky here on me.
Oh, the scoring going wacky.
Yeah.
Diego, Tony, Brandon. He saw there as well. Oh man, this is going to be very interesting. Cox, Rogers, Beasall. What about Newman?
Cox and Roberts.
Yeah. What about Nunemaker back here at the 10th, man? Pretty good run for Nunemaker.
Good run for Nunemaker.
Plus Cloud right there in 11th.
Yep, and he needed a good run. And, yeah, our league admin, he struggled a little bit. He got a good run tonight going so far. Stayed out of trouble.
He's struggled all season. Let's be honest.
Yes, he is. Decent run for him.
Well, we are down to the final few moments of this race, but we got a great battle around 10th, 11th position.
Matt Cox is getting ready to come back around for 20 to go here. He's just thinking, please don't let the caution come out. And honestly, Sean Rogers is probably thinking the same thing. It's like, let's just finish it now. We've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Right.
If I don't come out with the lead, it ain't no point in me having it. So let's just end this thing.
Matt Cox continuing to go.
And this is the most we've seen anybody gap the field, even when Dylan was. Now, I told you that I felt like Dylan was able to meter the speed. Cox late in this race said, you know what, I ain't got time to do that. We're going to get out of here.
He just go.
Yep.
Cox. So again, taking a look here, Brian, 2x2 with Stephen Herring right now.
Yep. I feel like everybody's probably to that point. They're the same point we are. It's like, let's get to the end of this thing. Let's stay green.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep it green, keep rolling. Matt L. Cox, Rogers, Rodriguez there as well. Taking a look at Tony, Brandon, Robert Beesall, Chris Davis back here. A little bit of smoke off the 17 car.
$17.
Yes, sir.
You mean the 71?
Yep, 71. Got him in first.
Okay. Yeah, the 17's retired for the night.
Man, oh man. So, what is the chances? We don't want to will it into existence, but we're 15 to go.
Yeah. There's a high probability.
Yeah, for real. There really is.
Tires are old. It could happen.
It definitely could and should happen, right?
I don't know. Could.
What could, should, coulda, woulda, something like that. Oh, here we go.
Got another car retired. Robert Boyer.
Right. Very interesting day. Boy, oh boy. 12 laps to go this time by, buddy.
12 to go. Cox is like, let's get out of here.
Right. There you go.
Just clicking them off. 10 to go.
Matt L. Cox. 10 laps to go. Ten to go.
And I think I think we've kind of settled into a lull here, and unless somebody just loses on corner exit, I think we might be clean to the end.
Might be clean and green, man. 10 to go. Taking a look at Davis side by side with one with the 6 of Esau.
8 to go.
Just clicking them down, man. Clicking them down.
Yep.
8 to go this time by. Cox going yet again with the win bullseye. I do agree with you. I do think that car is even better than the one that some of the other guys had earlier.
I think Ryko Performance has been in our chat.
Oh, we got a car in the wall. We got a car around. That's going to be a caution. Yellow's out.
Oh, no.
That was Ryan.
Wow.
Well, around he goes. And caution. All right, 58 laps on tires. You've got to take tires, right? You have to.
You have no choice. You're a sitting duck if you don't.
It'll be less than 5 to go for the restart.
I was looking at somebody made a comment and said they questioned if Dylan has left in the tank. I didn't question if Dylan had anything left. He definitely, I never questioned that. I was saying that you feel like he had a lot left there that he didn't he didn't have to run it hard. I just know the car, I know the setup. Dylan had plenty there.
All right, well, here we go. Pit stops.
And really, you could see that by Matt Cox because Matt was able to really play.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, dude. Here we go. Let's see. Pit road. We're going to have some take 2, some take 4, I think. Who takes 2? Who takes 4?
Matt Cox takes 2. Okay, I didn't expect that after that many laps on the tires, but
oh boy, we have got a plethora. First car on 4 tires right now, Diego. 2 for Cox, 2 for Rogers, 2 for Hodson, 2 for Davis, 2 for Mir. 4 for Diego, Tony, Bissell on back. So, yeah.
I was surprised at the 2 tires. I'm kind of wondering where the first 4 tire car will be.
He'll be P6. He'll be P6, Diego.
And that's what I would have took 4 tires there. I can't imagine not with that many laps being on. They don't ask me and I don't win a lot, so that might be the reason.
So again, this is going to be weird. Oh boy. I got bad juju feelings on this one, buddy.
But yeah, you're sitting as cautions, pre-cautions. Basically, we're going to have a green-white checker here. All right, green-white wrecker is what I call it.
And the lights are off. Here we go. Well,
Lights
dude,
are off.
this is going to get wild.
So you say Diego's the first car with, and he's going to start on the outside, that 21 car. I'm curious what he will be able to do, how much those left sides will matter here. I'll definitely be watching that 21 because, again, if the closing rate's fast enough, he could come through there quick.
Well, again, green, white, checkered here tonight. Attempt number 1, if you will. Coming to green with 2 to go.
Yeah, attempt number 1.
Here we go.
And the 21 knows he's the one with 4 tires. But with the green-white checker, ain't got enough time. Matt Cox gets to that restart box. And, again, that Ryko setup, it just takes off.
Oh, boy. Oh, one car way high. Holy cow.
Sean Rogers.
Oh, here we Here we go. 2 tires still clogging up the front of the field.
Matt Cox, the starter's got the white flag out, and there it is.
One in the wall, not going to matter.
1 to go.
Cox leads here. Nice
The
job.
race is over for now. Tane Hodison's going to close in on Matt Cox, but it's going to be a futile. It's not going to be enough.
No, it's not. There you go. Fresh
Matt
tires.
Cox sees the checkered flag, and here it comes. Matt Cox is your winner.
Reckon start finish line. Diego clear, but they're sideways behind them, but it's not going to matter. Matt Cox going to get the dub.
Matt Tane and Diego Rodriguez.
All right, there we go. Well, I guess we would grab ourselves from post-race, buddy.
And then we're going to grab a pillow.
Yes, sir.
It's late on a Sunday night. Chicken's going to be getting up here for long.
Right? All right. It's Matt Cox. Let's see. Can you grab him for me by chance?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's just go and grab him. Matthew Cox.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the winner's circle. Seems like you've been here a lot lately.
Is there a winner's circle at this track?
No, they wasn't in the budget.
Okay, well, do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, he's doing a Polish victory lap. I like that.
Well, oh yeah. Big Rusty Wallace fan also went back in my younger days. He always used to do this.
Yes.
And he was also really good here, so.
Well, congratulations on the win, man. Like I said, you've been able to find a way to these spots. I know that circumstances kind of changed. Dylan seemed like he had the dominant car. I felt like you were probably, similar in speed. It's just really hard to pass. I mean, it really is hard to pass here because of the arrow. Once you get behind somebody, it just makes it difficult when it's the other car in front of you's fast too.
Yeah, I agree. He was definitely in the right spot, dominating. I was waiting to see what would happen when he got into traffic, and unfortunately, I think he kind of rushed it a little bit on his trying to get the lead back there with those older tires. I don't really think he needed to push it that hard going into turn 1. He probably would have gotten by him fairly quickly otherwise. But it opened up a gap for me, which is nice. Got the clean air, and then yeah, away we go.
Clean air is king, man.
It really is. Yeah. The pad. I mean, you probably got 15 or maybe 20 laps where you can run hard and have a chance to pass the leader, and then after that, it's just like good luck.
Waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah. Well, you can't even really force him into a mistake because once you get so close, the car just stops working. So. Yeah. I mean, the whole race was really just biding my time and waiting for the end, and then waiting for my chance to get up there, and then chance came, and I feel like would have been tough to beat there at that point, even if Dylan was behind me.
You pit early for some reason, and I didn't know what it was for. You had damage or what? It was still in the first stage. You were the only person that came in. You didn't take tires.
I just putting a spring perch adjustment in. Car was a little bit too tight to start the race there.
Oh.
So just loosen it up a little bit.
Well,
there you go.
You got anything for him so he can get on? I'm sure he's ready to go to bed too. He's probably sweating. Got to go pee.
Oh, you nailed all the high points, man. You had a smooth race here tonight. Pretty overall great job.
Appreciate it. That was the goal. Just kind of hang out, and it's a long race. 400 laps is a long race at a short track, and be there at the end, and then take advantage of it whenever it comes to us. So,
well, man,
I think we executed well.
I'm thinking you did a pretty good job, bro.
Yep, mission accomplished.
There we go, man. Well, you have a great rest of your night, man.
Yeah, enjoy the win, and we'll talk to Diego now, or Tane rather here now.
Have a good one, guys.
So. Yeah, we got our second place finisher, Tane Hodison, in here. Good run tonight, man.
Thank you. Yeah. I was for sure not expecting to get anywhere near a podium, but I guess staying alive and the right adjustments made it possible. So I'm very happy with the result. I do think if I hadn't gotten loose off of 1 on the restart, I could have gotten Matt, but I'll take second for sure because I think that's on pace the best I could have done. So.
Yeah, you're pretty much stuck. If it's so hard. We were just talking to Matt about that. When you get behind somebody, and I seen you trying to get it, Dylan, and Dylan was just so strong in 3 and 4, especially on the exit of 4. You know, trying to outbreak him into 3 wasn't working. And when I seen you were trying to work the high side on him, and that, to me, that was where you were going to have to beat him. It was so hard to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was worse about that is I could hear him braking and letting off early, so into 3. So
Yeah.
I knew he was saving his stuff, which is something on ovals that I need to. I've been learning how to save my right front on ovals, but coming from road, I heard that that's what road guys need to learn, and I've been slowly learning it, and I think I'm getting there, but I think definitely that's what made it so I couldn't get past Dylan. But he definitely had more pace than he was showing there in the lead. He just made sure people couldn't get past him. But I'm sorry for whatever happened to him. I mean, I wasn't involved in any of it, but I think he definitely was the best car tonight. But congratulations to Matt and also Diego, because this is our first double podium of for Title Motorsports, and Diego drove great today, and I think it's his second podium in the league. So definitely big ups to him. And I got to go get some water. I'm dying.
All right, well, man, we'll let you get to your water there. It sounds like you're ready to take a drink and head off to bed. So good run tonight, man. Congrats. Good second place finish. You definitely made the race exciting there, racing with Dylan over and over there.
Yep. Thank you for the broadcast. I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
Take it easy, brother. Well,
Now we got a third place finisher, Diego Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Diego, I think this is the first time I've talked to you before.
It is, yeah.
Good run tonight, man. I think you had a little bit of trouble early. I can't remember if you got sideways or what, but you're fast right from the rip, dude.
Yeah, in practice, my race pace was not good, and I threw the quali setup on, and it was top of the board in practice for a little bit, and then Banks came in and pushed me down. But in quali, the setup was good, and I don't know how I got second, but early on in the race, I lost count and just spun coming out of 2 and got a little damage. So then I had to go and pit, and then I sped, and then I had to do a stop and go. So I lost 2 laps, and then I somehow finished third. I just don't know how it all happened.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen you had a penalty, but I didn't know how many laps you got down or what it did to you. They gave you a stop and go for speeding on pit road.
Yeah.
That's odd.
That's
Well, it's
really
iRacing.
weird.
Yeah, I thought it was just tail into the longest line unless it was excessive. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was a really rough night. After I got the damage fixed, I think maybe 80 to go. Banks spun. I got damage from there. I decided not to pit. I didn't think it was that bad, but it was bad. I didn't lose any track position though, but it was just slow. I wanted to throw the car away, but another caution came out. It was about 30 seconds of optional, and then I took all of it, and it worked like a dream.
If it's nose damage, it's big here for sure. Even with it, yeah, it's bad.
And then I think I was third and I had like a 4-second gap to fourth, and then the caution came out. I did not want that at all. I thought I was set for a third place finish.
Right.
And then I took 4 tires instead of everyone else's rights. I'm like, oh man, this is not going to work.
I would have been there with you. I would have took 4 too.
Yeah, and I did not think it was going to work. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I don't know if they were wrecking or just spinning. But I got around them, and I finished third.
Hey, it's a solid finish, man. And you were talking about you just didn't feel super fast in practice, but you know, it's longevity here at these short tracks, especially these long races and long runs. You know, it's about consistency and staying with it, and you did. I mean, that's odd that the penalty worked out like it did. That should have been a tail end, so I'm not real. Or was it? It wasn't a green flag stop, so I don't know why it would have been. You've got me wondering on that one.
Yeah.
If it was a green flag, I'd understand a stop and go, but under caution shouldn't have been. Yeah, we didn't have no green flag stops.
Sadly, no. But I would have liked a few of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you got anything for him? We'll let him get out of here too, and we'll
And
call it a night.
not that I can think of, man. Great work here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
All righty, man. We'll see you next week, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, there you have it. It was a fun night overall.
It was a fun night. We saw some good racing. We seen the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows.
Right.
You know, really dominated the race, had the best car, got in a situation where he put himself, he got put in a bad spot, put himself, I mean, it's just, that's racing. I mean, it really is. So, you got to have luck go both ways. Sometimes the work looks out for you and sometimes it don't. And tonight it worked out not in Dylan's favor, but it definitely worked out in Matt Cox's favor. And I honestly think if Sean Rogers would have had the lead competitive there too as well, and Tane, whichever one of those had the lead there on that restart, likely was going to be the winner because they were all three fast cars.
Yes,
And
sir.
it's fast cars passing another fast car. It's tough. So.
All right, man. Well, it was one of those nights, right?
One more in the book. I guess we'll see everybody in Daytona next week.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see you.
All